This show is intended for adult audiences. You know, people with bills, backaches, responsibilities, and a functioning sense of humor. It contains strong language, stronger opinions, and the kind of jokes that might send the emotionally fragile into a full-blown meltdown. If you're easily offended, perpetually outraged, or think words are violence, this is your cue to clutch your pearls, grab a blankie, and sprint to your nearest safe space. Or, you know, just get in the sea. We won't miss you. For everyone else, buckle up and let's have some laughs.
Rated D for dickhead.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
Hello, you dirty little boys. Are you interested in my body?
I'm gonna come.
Nice tits.
A real setup of donkers. Packing some Doban Hunkeros, Baghanaga Hoogs, humongous Hungalamga no Logongas.
I want people in the industry to be a little bit louder about people being mean to other people, and maybe say it's not a good thing.
I don't really care, Margaret.
Hello. I'm off. Basically, run.
What's going down, babes? Show me the lovin'.
Silence! You are too gay to be the doctor!
I'm wonderful, and I'm the most amazing person in the universe.
Exterminate!
Go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them. With the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
But hey, that's just a theory. A theory.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels.
Why are you running? Let's take some dope.
I am like,
I have had hallucinations on weed before.
if I get that high,
Them babies, Alyssa. Disabilities. I wanted to finish Elden Ring, goddammit.
He's a piece of shit.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
the reason why DEI was put in place in the first place was incredibly disingenuous racism and sexism, people being discriminated against. This was put in place to try and
Disillusion young dudes.
white men or straight people, someone's getting a job over them that doesn't deserve it. People are missing out on jobs that deserve it more than a person who's getting it because they're a woman or because they're black. But these people are making a lot of money, print money, cash, money,
wealth,
capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Bad news. Mortality. They lost the plot, we'll take a stand. These corporations must perish, we'll reclaim our land. Enough is enough, we've drawn the line. We'll take back our stories
hello, and welcome back once again to WTF Live, you lucky mother lickers. Yeah. Oh, you gotta love it. That's right, ladies, gentlemen, and nothing in between. Yo, it's WTF Live, mother lickers. It's time to take out the trash and clean up all the latest and the not so greatest, freshly squeezed out pop culture bullshit. Also featuring some politics, because everything does these days. You're watching Will of the Fans. My name's Will. You know the drill. See what I did there? And today we've got loads, too much for one show, to talk about again. So there are loads of hypothetical possible topics that we will try to get to over the course of the next 2 to 3 hours. And of course, we'll try to keep it to 3 hours because Rhoda's got a different schedule now. So I'm going to try and make sure we do adhere to that. But there is a culture to fight for, and fight for it we shall. I'm joined as always by Mr. John and Mr. Rhoda. Let's start with you, John. What's going on?
Indeed. Well, as you were saying, life comes at you fast, so we'll try to get through as much as we can, and so I'll try to keep it brief. Of course, you know, I say what I said about the new Nine Inch Nails album, but because I am who I am, and I paid for this thing, and I paid nearly $50 for shipping, all that kind of stuff, and they didn't send me my digital copy. I went and I found one online, and I got a whole bunch of other music the other night for stuff that I already own, and so I'm listening to a little bit of music in the background right now, and so you know, things are all right. Things are perfectly fine. I've just kind of took care of a few things around the house the last day or so, and ended up streaming in an impromptu kind of pickup stream. So, you know, It is what it is. Yeah, I just woke up about an hour before we started the show. Let's fucking go. Let's do this thing, right?
Let's go indeed. Oh, by the way, today's t-shirt is the revamped design of Solid Snake looking behind him and having a red exclamation mark above his head because Metal Gear Rex is behind him, hiding inside a cardboard box.
Indeed.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So there we go.
A classic Sega Mega Drive.
That's badass too, though, isn't it?
I'm gonna feel kind of all right. So I got a Nine Inch Nails shirt, but
what a fucking shock!
Right. But this is where it gets worse. This is also a Captain America or fucking Captain Marvel Captain Marvel Nine Inch Nails shirt, because when the movie first came out, before it ever came out, I ordered this shirt and not knowing what the hell that thing would become. Yes, I know, but at least I have the balls to admit it and just say, look, I bought the shirt. I didn't know what the fuck the movie was gonna be, right? I did it because of Nine Inch Nails, and this is where I started realizing the guy that I used to listen to, that was angst-ridden and all that kind of stuff, was now married and very, very different from all those years prior. So, but I paid for the shirt, so I still have it. I debated on looking for another shirt before the show started. I was like, man, they're probably
a 9 Inch Nails shirt, but like the cockiest 9 Inch Nails shirt that ever existed, supporting Captain Marvel.
Yeah, so
franchise breaker.
Again, I totally, and I, like I said, I thought about this is my bottom of the barrel shirt. All right, this means that I need to go and do laundry because I'm normally
even better. Yeah. Well, this is the first time I've ever worn this shirt, but right. I did get it fairly cheap, and then got the design printed on it myself because I wasn't satisfied with the original shirt that I had of this. It was too bright, couldn't really make out what it was, so I took it in Photoshop, punched it up myself. It's just the kind of obsessive lunatic I am. Anyway, enough about t-shirts. Rhoda, what's going on with you, buddy?
Got a random message yesterday asking me to cover the late shift tonight when I'd normally do the early shift. So my day is literally the wrong way around. It's very confusing. I'm trying to alleviate the confusion by having the world's only non-alcoholic beer that actually tastes like a decent beer.
What the hell is that?
It's basically non-alcoholic Estrella. And it tastes more like real Estrella that you actually get in Spain than Stella's Estrella over here.
Why have you got non-alcoholic beer?
In case something like this happens.
So you can have a beer, but
wants the taste, but he doesn't want to be up on screen.
I've never understood that because like the taste of beer is okay, but it's like something you have to kind of put up with to get drunk.
Yeah, and honestly, I can drink a 6-pack without really even getting hit with it. So, I mean,
I'm British, I'm Scottish. I can put away about 4 pints before I feel it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just like kind of a, what do they
It's
call
just,
it?
I'm just curious. Like,
thing.
I've never met anyone who actually owned alcoholic beer, non-alcoholic beer before. But hey, there you go.
I know. I couldn't even say it.
I know, right? It's almost like trying to say like a word that you've been programmed never to say. You know.
So, Will, what's the bigger disappointment? Rhoda drinking non-alcoholic beer, or me wearing this shirt?
It's got to be.
I mean, I'm disappointed on both levels. You know?
I know, right? At least it's not one of us doing both, right? That's.
I mean, if one of you was doing both, you'd be like cut.
That'd be the last.
Right? It'd be the last day on the stream, you know. No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Everyone's different. I don't care. I'm drinking Pepsi because I'm shill of the cans, you know.
I've also got
my coffee,
Jamaican
but it's also
ginger
laced
and,
with vodka,
Diet Coke, and Monster.
I'm thinking when because Dan likes to buy me drinks on Fridays, so I think this weekend when he sends me money, I'm probably gonna get a bottle of Jameson so I can, drop a shot from time to time in the coffee.
Not bad. Not bad. I prefer Scotch, but hey, Irish whiskey is still solid. There you go. So you've got to work after the stream today. What's that like?
I do the late shift so not often that I don't even know what's going to happen. So that'll be, unfortunately, it does mean I haven't been in this morning, so I don't know if the copy of The Guardian sold or not.
Maybe someone saw that you weren't there and bought it.
So I have a thing about The Guardian. They actually, because they wrote an article about GDC changing its name to the GDC Game Festival of Gaming, right? And what do you think it was actually about? What do you think it was about?
Diversity, almost certainly.
Nope. No. So they said, I don't know if a name change is going to help GDC because Trump. And then proceeded to go on about.
Of course, it's of course it is The Guardian, isn't it? I mean, everything becomes about Trump, despite the fact that it's a British newspaper.
Right.
That's supposed to deal in British news. Dramatic Law's asking what your job is, Rhoda.
It's hard to say. I do a lot of different jobs, but for the same company.
He's the guy that you call if you need to run away from the law and move to a different state.
Right.
He's the vacuum guy.
That's right. He has a certain set of skills. You know.
Yeah. He can make you disappear like a copy of The Guardian doesn't.
Yeah. Well, I work for a supermarket chain, but I do all kinds of different roles for them, like staff training. Sometimes I'll cover the bakery, or I'll just be on the shop floor, or I'll.
What is it? Supermarket?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Fair enough. Yeah. That's respectable bloody work, man. In this day and age as well, that you can hold down a job like that, it's pretty fucking good. No bloody immigrants coming and stealing Rhoda's job.
No.
So, indispensable Rhoda. That's what we should start calling it. Anyway, there we go. Okay, cool. Well, so you won't be streaming after this stream then?
No, but I might be streaming like 7 hours after it, or 9 hours after it.
In roughly 12 hours. Hold on. Yeah, we'll say roughly.
Cool.
10 to 12.
Dramatic Law asks if you are John Wick.
I mean, he has the hair. He couldn't tell you if he was.
Yeah, he'd tell you, but then he'd have to kill you.
Right. It's best not to know these things. You just some things you just have to let it ride.
You should almost never ask questions as brazenly as that. You know,
it's like, sir, are you a contracted killer?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, are you the guy who has the smack? You know?
Right.
Are you the drug dealer that I'm looking for? You know,
I would like to purchase some drugs now. Are you the guy?
Right in front of the police station and everything, just like, may I please purchase some narcotics from you? Anyway, there we go. She also asked if you have a penis.
No, thank you. I have one right here.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say no, you don't have one. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
No, I was trying to crowbar the Ace Ventura quote into it. It didn't work.
I have one of my own already. Thank you. No.
Yeah.
Do you have a penis? No, thank you. It's a disgusting habit. There we go. Anyway, we've got some people being generous already. So Smegheads is here, dropping not one but 2 Grift Force memberships for the princesses and potential future Jackbox games. Thank you. Grammatical Law follows up with Australian 299 and asks to all, well, commands, in fact, to all males, protect your penar from Larry. And then there's a cat and a black square. Is there something I'm missing here? Some context?
She posted a GIF of a vicious cat in Discord.
I see. Right. That's why. I haven't actually been on the Discord in several hours, so I haven't had a look. Oh, wow. Ah, yeah, that looks like a small panther. What the fuck? Yeah. That's crazy, guys. If you don't go check out the Discord, link is in description. You can join the Discord. It's completely free, and everyone's welcome until you become a dick and we decide you're not welcome anymore, which has not happened yet. But you know, there's a lot of idiots out there, so one day maybe. Hey, oh no, that's not true. Actually, I did kick one person out of the Discord for being a complete and total prick. A long time ago. Stealth leftist invaded, and I just booted him the fuck out.
Yeah, I have only bounced one person out of my Discord, and that was John Delaross, because he came in specifically to start some bullshit. Yeah.
I mean, I booted him out of our Doctor Who group, so yeah. You know. But there we go.
The emojis. You said link is in the Discord.
Oh yeah, not that link. No.
I know.
He's over here.
I can't help myself.
He's over here.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's the amiibo. I like that one. It's the only amiibo I was ever interested in owning. But now that I've got it, I'm like, oh, I kind of want like Wolf Link and Kid Link and stuff too, but only Link. Maybe a couple of Marios. But really, I just don't want to give any more money to Nintendo. So
we'll get them off
there you go. Yes. Yeah, that'll work. Secondhand. Why not? Indeed. Dramatical Lord, thank you very much for the Australian, basically $3. Appreciate you. I will try to protect my penar, if that's what you want to call it, from Larry the tiny panther. Indeed. Psydox here, £5 of legitimate currency. There's no question. Everyone must abandon the UK immediately.
Every single person of, that's intelligent, hardworking, ambitious, had dreams and goals, has abandoned England in the last 200 years.
I fucking love how hyperbolic that motherfucker is. PPP. Just like everything he says is like with utter certainty, as it's all just trolling the hell out of everyone.
Yeah. We watched him last night over on Toasty's stream. He was actually being pretty sincere because it was Rich. It was
RTU. What are they doing?
They were doing a review of RTU's review of Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
What's he done now?
He watched her speech, not the one at the. Well, I don't know. Was it the one at the memorial?
No. It's the one where she first was.
She said Charlie's desk.
The chair at his office. Yep.
Yeah, I've seen that. I saw that segment of the show live. Actually, I was watching Kino while I was doing some videos, and I was fucking appalled. Like, honest to God, RTU may be one of the biggest dirtbag, scumbag shitheads in the history of the internet.
It was quite revealing of a sociopathic state of mind.
Which is why he was our original wanker of the week? Yeah, he was the original wanker of the week, followed by iDubbbz. And then I can't remember anyone else. I know Jimmy Kimmel's been on there. But he's actually about to become the first ever 2-time wanker of the week.
That's right.
In 2 consecutive victories.
He's a double-handed wanker.
He is a 2-handed wanker. That's what we're doing right now. That's right. So we're going to have to do that. We'll get to that as our first segment of the night. Of course, it's Thursday, so we do Wanker of the Week. We'll get round to that. But in the meantime, guys, if you would like to help the cause, and the causes, of course, are A, titties, and B, audience participation mode for you guys to play games with us, you know what to do. Fill these bars. Fill the bars.
And if I need to manually update them. Can't do that. Lick your thumb. Find that love button. Give it a rub.
Yeah, just hit that love button
and share. Share the links. They're out on X. They're even right here at your own disposal, right above
They
the chat,
are.
or to the
They
right,
are.
or to the left of it, I guess.
And I definitely need to retweet that myself as well, because I picked up about 50 new followers yesterday, which when you've got less than 1,000 is a significant increase.
And it's quite a boost.
And it was off one tweet, which we'll obviously get to a little later on. By the way, shout out to Clownfish TV, who used my tweet as the basis for one of their videos, which was nice. They have no idea who I am, but it was cool, you know.
Well, you're evidently on their radar at least enough to.
Apparently now, yeah.
So it all starts somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's like the first of the sort of long-standing big channels that's ever acknowledged me, despite the fact that I've been watching them all for years and years and years.
Right.
But there we go. Appreciate that. And of course, I now need to update the Princess's Grift Force bar myself because it doesn't do anything by itself. So we are now out of 50, 20. So 30 to go until the next Jackbox stream, guys. If you want to, or you know anyone who might want to, help us fill up the blue bar, we will play Jackbox tonight. I actually have a really open window of time after this stream because my niece does not have school tomorrow and I'm all videoed up for the next few days, so I can be up late tonight.
Yeah, technically speaking, like I said, I just woke up. I banked sleep yesterday, so
I don't know, mate. It doesn't matter how many times I say it. If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. But hopefully somebody will today. Somebody call Uncle T-Jap and see where he is. Or Uncle Mr. Rouge. Anyway, forget that. Enough grifting. It makes my skin crawl when I have to do this. So let's just get into the actual fodder. Dramatical Law's never going to live down calling it the love button. It's okay. Furiously click it as hard as you can. But if you haven't yet, there's one thing you can do that's even more important than that. And that, of course,
like the stream.
Again, share the stream.
That's right. And so we move on then to the segment that everyone is beginning to call the hottest segment on the internet today. It's Wanker of the Week, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a segment to celebrate all the people that we wish would disintegrate. Celebrities, politicians, lawyers, bankers, all of these people are total wankers. Insufferable, intolerable, nauseating, excruciating wanker of the week.
Putting that clip together was so fucking funny because I had to find this particular Whitest Kids You Know sketch where one of them starts asking this other guy in the water cooler in the kitchen, the office kitchen or whatever, the staff room at wherever they work. He's like asking some question, and when he answers, he just goes, "Yeah, whatever. I don't actually give a shit about that." So then the other guy gets his revenge by asking him what he thinks about something, and when he goes to answer, he starts jerking it really, really, really slowly and making like strong eye contact with him the whole time. Like, it's really disturbing. He's like completely freaking out. He's like, "Dude, that's not how you do that. Stop it. Stop making eye contact with me. You're making it weird, man. You're making it weird." And then he actually finishes and goes like, afterwards. It's so disturbing. But there you go. Something else that was really disturbing was Jimmy Kimmel's apology, which I talked about a little bit on Hyperdrive Time yesterday, but we should talk about it as a group because we've been following this story since day dot, as it's gone from one thing after another, and now we're here, where Jimmy Kimmel finally returned to television after a long hiatus of like 4 or 5 days, and proceeded to give an apology. Now, fortunately, I mean, I was watching this like live right after it happened on Smash JT stream, and I put together my tweet with all the lies that he told and stuff like that. But it's nice to wake up today and see that everybody else is saying the same fucking thing. Everybody from people in the White House all the way through the major pundits, all the way down through the biggest channels. I know, like I saw Betty Johnson, Tim Pool, people like that were commenting on the same stuff that I was saying. And now here we are, where everyone is feeling the same exact way. This was not an apology.
No,
it was. He never, for starters, not once did he actually ever apologize
Right. Well,
Right?
see, that's because Jimmy's pathetic. He's never sorry, but he's always
No.
pathetic.
He's the typical sort of Napoleon complex, impotent rage kind of guy, where he must never ever say that he actually is sorry.
Right.
And there were multiple times during the speech where he's like crocodile tearing up, you know, saying things like, well, you know, I never intended to you know, make light of a young man getting killed, and his voice cracks and stuff like that. And it's like, wow, you're really good at that, Jimmy. That's quite the performance. Well done there, buddy. And it would have been believable if he had followed it up by saying, so for anyone who I offended with my comments, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try and do better. I'll try not to let my personal politics interfere in what should be bipartisan news about a tragic event.
Right.
And I apologize to everybody that I offended, and to the Kirk family, and to Turning Point USA. You know,
Right.
that's all you got to do.
Yeah, because even when you apologize or say you're sorry, that is the start. That is a preface. And then you have to explain the definition of it for it to actually hold weight and meaning. Because you just go and say, I apologize. Or, oh, I'm sorry. Empty virtue signaling. I don't need
In another universe where Jimmy Kimmel actually said the words, I'm sorry, or I apologize, we'd all be sitting here right now going, you know what? Credit where credit's due.
Right. Although I would still temper it with the, that's all he said. What's he apologizing?
It's probably not enough. Yeah.
Right.
But you know, there's this sort of arrogance in the left, especially this sort of perpetual festering seed that they all have on them at all times about Donald Trump, that prevents them from ever giving even a fucking millimeter. When they are red-handed, dead to rights, they still will never ever apologize for anything they've done. No one's apologized on behalf of the fucking shooters. And now what happened today? We had like an ICE base get fucking shot up by a crazed leftist. Another one who's not a card-carrying Antifa member, but just radicalized by the mainstream media.
And the irony of that.
And again, with engraved bullets.
Yeah, well, the irony of that event.
He's a copycat.
He ended up killing 2 immigrants and then himself.
Yeah, I know he felt it himself, but it's not really the point. Like that's luck. The point is it should never have happened.
Right.
And no one is out there going, this is appalling. We need to take responsibility for this because we're the ones who were calling ICE the Gestapo. We're the ones who, etc. Not ever, not even an inch. It's pathetic, impotent rage. And it only happens with these sort of beta soy jack losers who they just can't ever bend the knee to Trump in any way, shape, or form for even a second, like a human being.
Yeah, and I mean, living in England, it pisses me off even more because, like, we've got people like now, like Katie Hopkins and young Bob, and that being arrested, like properly put away for words, and then people who are actually trying to uphold the law over in America are being attacked by the public on the left. And being called Gestapo and things when we have an actual Gestapo over here.
Right. And there are things like that. But, you know, to what I was saying, like, yeah, it's still an unfortunate, if those immigrants were in custody or they were just people that just happen to be there for whatever reason, it's still a sad, tragic thing. You know, if they're here illegally, let the legal process take care of it. They're probably safer in the hands of the law than they are than they are in your, vengeance, because ultimately you're far more destructive to their long-term livelihood than them even getting deported. So maybe cool it with that shit because you don't even know what the fuck you're doing.
So not only did he fail to actually apologize, but he also not only then went on to make it all about himself while making lame jokes about not wanting to make it about himself. Although that's what that person would say if they didn't, when they're about to make it all about themselves. He then went to make it all about himself. He, first of all, he thanked the right for taking his side and named names, Ben Shapiro, unfortunately Clay Travis, Candace Owens, but that's not exactly a massive shock. She's gone off the deep end a bit lately. Mitch McConnell, couldn't believe he was still alive. Rand Paul, that's not a surprise at all. And Ted Cruz, very disappointing. Apparently there are still holdouts from the pre-Trump Republicans that haven't quite worked out how pissed off the population are at the moment, how utterly fucking sick of all this we are. And I'm not even the population of America, but I'm part of it, because what happens there will affect me. It will affect my country, the country that I live in.
You know, I am something of, I guess, the requisite conspiracy theorist. I still have some very glaring questions about all the stuff as we learn more, and like all the crazy just shit that just kind of scattered all at once. But that still doesn't take away from, you know, the ultimate tragedy, which is the loss of a life and the destruction of a family, right? The reasons as to why and all that kind of stuff, I don't think we'll ever fully know. But you know,
I mean, the reasons are obvious.
But I don't.
For Kirk.
Well, right. But I mean, like, you know, whether it was some big protracted plot or any kind of, maybe I play too much Metal Gear. Maybe I'm just too
it's not that, mate. Whether you play Metal Gear or not these days, everyone smells conspiracies, and we are every time.
Right. Because I mean, I'm used to living in a country that has gone out of its way to, you know, try to manicure the state of reality through their misinformation tactics and all this kind of stuff. And like, they will give you an official story, and then you always find out years later that a lot of that was just some
it was exactly what we said. What was that? The CIA killed JFK. Oh,
right.
Oh, just like everybody thought then.
Right. But yeah, it's interesting to say the least. But ultimately, the focus here is on a man who died needlessly, and the reasons as to why, you know, are kind of, you know,
well, we know why.
Secondary.
We don't. You don't need even the specifics of the trans boyfriend or any of that shit. The kid was radicalized by the mainstream media and the corners of the internet that he hung out on. That's it. He was by the greater, broader, disorganized left.
Well, yeah, and you know, it's like he died for being honest and having principles and values, and not capitulating to.
Sorry, I mean, the kid killed him because he was radicalized, and Charlie Kirk died because he believed in what everyone is now saying needs to happen, but isn't going to happen, which is dropping the temperature. You know?
Yeah. Right.
I mean, I even did a tweet about Charlie Kirk last night. My time, like mid-afternoon America, I suppose, where I just sort of was watching a clip of him again, and it was like the millionth one I've seen since he died, because they've just become everywhere on YouTube now. And I kind of finally isolated what it was what it is that I respect so much about the man, and it's the fact that he not only would he tank the pain and indignation of being called all these horrific names, you know, on a daily basis. The bad guy, he's a Nazi, he's a racist, he's a sexist, he's you know, trying to take away women's transphobe, trying to take away women's reproductive rights, all that rubbish, absolute bollocks and nonsense. He could tank all that with a smile on his face, and he knew he was doing it because he was trying to help. And then, you know, he would like go into these debates and he would smash arguments, but he wouldn't do it like in an aggressive way. He'd do it in the most nice, kind, generous way he possibly could. He would literally tell people, hey, well, I don't agree with that, but let's see if you can agree with this. And then, okay, good, we agree on this, great, and I respect you for having that opinion, blah blah blah. You know, he would give them everything he could to try and get
common
them
ground of humanity.
He was live deprogramming them. Right. You know, he was going, look, I'm a person. You know, I'm a person who you can talk to.
Yeah.
Not this monster they've told you I am. And he died for that.
Right.
And he predicted it too. He predicted that someone would die as a result of political violence from the left. He just didn't know it would be him.
Right.
And, you know, he had plans in place for stuff like that. But the thing is, the fact that the guy would let these people spew their bile at him to his face or online or whatever with a smile on his face, because he literally, his only goal was to save them.
Right. And generally speaking, these people who encounter a lot of petty rhetoric or nitpicky bullshit is because they have such a strength of character and an unshakable personality that you have to go after stuff that is complete deflection or just made up fucking delusional insanity. Which
brings us nicely back to Jimmy Kimmel, actually, because that's exactly what he proceeded to do. He then, I mean, I'm just going to get my tweet up on the screen for this because I might as well. He said, he began by saying that America is more authoritarian than Nazi Germany. he didn't say that in exactly those words, but he basically said, oh, well, if this is the way it goes to have free speech, then, you know, if Germany is complaining about how authoritarian we've become, la, ha, 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 you know, apparently he got offered a job in Germany, which led him to make this comment. So effectively saying America's more authoritarian than Nazi Germany, which is demonstrably untrue. He then proceeded to build the straw man, where he said that the Trump administration was obsessed with getting him cancelled and all the people whose jobs would be lost as a result of that, not thinking even slightly about the fact that Trump had nothing to do with it, that it was caused entirely by regional networks, as in ABC affiliates and their advertisers who were pulling their money or threatening to pull their money, which would have resulted in these networks having job losses themselves. Or if they had aired the Jimmy Kimmel episode, then their advertisers would have pulled, or they would have just had no ratings whatsoever, no advertising money for that segment. Again, people are going to lose their jobs.
Yeah, and bear in mind too, 7 years ago, he went after Roseanne, as had mentioned the other day.
Completely, and Tucker Carlson too.
And his statement on the whole Roseanne thing was, not Ambien can't be held responsible for that. Dude, you weren't even on Ambien.
Stone Cold Sober.
You're on copium and elitist fucking, you know, smugness.
Exactly. Just huffing that smug. So there you go. Yeah. So the straw man argument is that the Trump administration had him canceled, which is not true. The FCC is an advisory body, but they do have some power, and they were feeling the effects of advertisers telling them this is not decent, you can't do this, we're going to pull our money. So they decided they would have to intervene unless the situation resolved itself, which it did.
Isn't the patron saint of the left, AOC, also on video saying that the FCC should be able to have guidelines over moral and, you know, ethical content?
Of course. It's all what's good for the goose is good for the gander left. You don't seem to realize this. So then he told people with this cracking voice that he didn't mean to misrepresent the killer, which is absolutely a bald-faced lie. There's no chance in hell that Jimmy Kimmel and his 21 writers, unbelievable, 21 writers to produce 9 jokes, only 4 of which landed. Anyway, fucking hell. They have to go through checks and balances in order to be able to go put things on TV, right? And Jimmy Kimmel has to co-sign anything that he's going to say out of his face on that TV show. So he knew exactly what was being said. And there's no way that he didn't inquire as to whether or not this has been fact-checked, because it's his ass on the line, right? So don't tell me you didn't intend to misrepresent the killer. You absolutely did.
Don't hold it against me. I just read the script. I'm not responsible for the things I say. I'm just a talking head. Yeah.
He then said that the killer represented no one, which is not true. He represents the left, the radical left. Whether he's Antifa or not, he still supports that.
He's in a Discord that's all about furry trans people. So
yeah, it's all left. It's all left. It's all shit that was promoted, peddled, packaged, and sold by the Biden administration. So fuck off. And the Obama administration before that. He also tried to act like it was about censoring free speech. It's not. Never was. It was about lying to the public, which he was still doing. He said that the Trump administration was coercing the ABC affiliates multiple times. That was not true at all. There's absolutely no evidence of that whatsoever.
I don't think that you'd have to coerce Sinclair. They're pretty politically right
wing. Yeah.
So
yeah, they are. They're right.
I don't think that would take any. You know, they probably
Nexstar too
saw what happened. Yeah, probably saw what happened, and independently, you know, this is just Occam's razor, because they were so swift in their response to what they did. They did it because that's the principles and values they hold. So maybe you might want to know who you're doing business with, and if you don't like it, don't do business with them. Get fucked.
It's also total gaslighting as well, by the way, because neither Nexstar nor Sinclair have picked up Jimmy Kimmel again yet,
right?
And probably won't ever, because it's a liability for them.
Exactly.
You're looking at networks that put out in like Oklahoma and places like that. There's no interest in fucking Jimmy Kimmel in regional America.
No.
You look at the map, the actual map of which counties voted which way in the last election, and it's all red.
I live in a little small ass town in the middle of nowhere, in the Midwest at this point in time. I don't know anybody who watches late night TV. Everybody has fucking internet now. Why would
American
you be asked?
flags on their houses? Yeah.
Yeah.
Late night TV also is just a total dinosaur.
Yeah.
It's been completely upstaged by everyone from Benny Johnson down to fucking us.
Yeah, people watch the internet, or they watch their Roku device or their fucking smart TV with all the other fucking channels that gives them more control and less fucking commercial programming.
Like, people don't really, like, the majority of people don't do a 9 to 5 anymore. People work at random times of the day, so there's no point in having a set schedule. Yeah,
That's us.
That is us.
Yeah.
Hello to Jeremiah Norris in the chat, says Clownfish for the win. Yes, Clownfish for the win. Shout out to them for using this tweet as the basis for their videos, for their video on the subject. I really appreciate that. That was really cool. Hey, get in touch. You know, we'd love to talk. Anyway, so yeah, no way they did that. The FCC did not extort anyone. That's what they're basically trying to say, that it was like a mob hit. It was like a mafia shakedown. They even had fucking Robert De Niro's corpse doing a performative skit where he played the head of the FCC and just basically tried to summon a character he hasn't played for like 30 years in a movie to make it look like he was leaning on them. It was embarrassing, man.
It would have been more believable to say that they're ideologically captured and like, here I am just with my own sensibilities. Not even that in and of itself is an exaggeration of the state of things, but to say that they were extorted, what the fuck?
Absurd. He also said that it was an attempt to censor comedy, which is not true. He's not a comedian.
There's nothing funny that he
he's
does.
An activist. He also then framed what he said the last week that got him in this mess in the first place as satire. That's not satire at all.
So what he was trying to say, that he was making light by saying it, and none of it. So all right. So if we're not supposed to take anything you say for any value, get off the fucking air. Nothing lost, right?
Indeed. It's not satire though. Satire is like poking fun at the zeitgeist. You know, it's parody and things like that. That's not what he was doing at all. He straight up lied. His attempt at satire was to tell a complete lie.
Well, this is like when the left think that they can meme, and all they do is write like a 27 paragraph, fucking post, and then say,
it's like arguing with them. You ever notice that when you see someone debate with a leftist, especially people like Destiny, who's like completely high as a kite on Adderall at the time or whatever, and it's like the right-wing person says one sentence, but they don't even get to finish that sentence because the left goes, well, what about everybody? Well, what about this? What? How about this? What are you trying? And they're just firing at you from all angles to try and defeat you with this tiny little attempt to like death by 1,000 cuts, and it never works because the right-wing person just goes, stop. One at a time.
Right.
You know, it doesn't work. So there you go. Anyway, the Trump is insulting his ratings. So this is, he played a clip of Trump saying that Jimmy Kimmel has no talent and has no ratings. And according to Jimmy Kimmel, that is censorship. That is the president making an off-the-cuff remark about a guy who has spent years non-stop attacking him.
Yeah. I mean,
correct too.
right. But if that is his standard, then what have you been doing for the last decade as it applies to Donald Trump? Then, you know, you certainly aren't showing any leadership in this. You're just
by Jimmy Kimmel's own standards, he is censoring the president.
Right.
So there we go. Then he implied that Disney is under threat from Trump. No. If that was true, Disney wouldn't exist anymore.
Disney's under threat from common sense.
If you were being censored, you would never have made it back onto TV. Disney is under threat from fucking parents.
Right. Yeah. And people that are
Trump
fed up
has the
with
power
fuckery.
to fire them all. Trump does not have the power to fire them. That he's bullying journalists to control information by making them sign a pledge that they'll only use official stories as released from the White House and not make up conjecture.
No. I'm willing to concede this, that the CIA has been in the boardroom and the news desk of every major, mainstream media conglomerate
Yeah.
entity for decades. But that ain't got nothing to do with Trump. That existed well before he had anything to do with a political, run for anything.
Exactly. Then lastly, that the Trump administration is a threat to comedy. First of all, what he's doing isn't comedy, it's propaganda. And secondly, obviously not true whatsoever. Then I referred to him as the male Mercante and told Brendan Carr, the head of the FCC, to sue him.
Yeah. Yeah. And if Trump was so opposed to comedy, back before he was the constant target of all these people that are caught up in their ideological haze, he was just a simple game show host, right? And they roasted him on Comedy Central. And everybody thought, oh, it's so great, and he went right along with it because you know what? Guy can take a fucking joke because he likes to do them himself. That's one of the things that gets him over with everybody. He's actually got personality and character, regardless of anything else.
Exactly. What comedy indeed. So there you go. All that. And at the same time, of course, we are seeing the story happening on YouTube that we'll get to shortly, I expect. Just might as well talk about it while we're in Wanker of the Week. So let's just do it now. Fuck it, not
Indeed.
shortly. Obviously, we've seen... Yeah, we've seen the YouTube confession from the congressional... what is it? The GOP Congress guys or whatever they are, the House of Representatives. It's Jim Jordan or somebody.
Yeah, I believe it was him.
Representative Jim Jordan, who broke the news that Google had confessed that they were censored by the Biden administration or commanded to censor information pertaining to COVID-19 and the 2020 election at the behest of the Biden administration. I mean, okay. Number one, every single one of us and all our friends and all the channels that we watch and the entire, whatever you want to call us, backlash, the rebellion, or as the left would call us, the alt-right pipeline.
Right.
Was right. Every single fucking one of us is 1,000,000% vindicated.
Yeah. Not only were we alt-right or right, we were more importantly correct.
Yeah. We've always been right. We're just not against the left. Well, we are. But what we're really against is the wrong. Now, the other problem, that's tip of the iceberg, though, because then you have to think about the fact that I don't believe this. I don't believe that that it was the Biden administration it's exclusively, because this shit began during the Obama administration.
Oh, most definitely. Again, like the stuff I was talking about, you look into Bill Gates's ownership of the World Health Organization, ostensibly through all of his funding practices,
his vaccines in India.
Right. The way that he's infiltrated himself into all forms of NGOs to sidestep actual regional sovereignty throughout the world. He's the man who sold the world. If we wanted to get rid of a lot of problems in one day, I think that, shutting him down and taking away his mechanizations.
I'm really glad you said shutting, not shooting.
Yeah, no, believe me. I was like, make sure that I got to say this exactly right because I want people to understand what I'm saying. His vehicle for control is the thing that needs to be undermined because he puts a lot of weight on things, and the weight that he puts on is part of his political agenda ultimately, and that is far more corrosive. When you talk about somebody who's controlling things, I would sooner, you want to tell me that it's Gates behind a lot of the fuckery in the world? We can have that conversation. You want to tell me it's Trump? No, sorry. Trump's just a guy who's in the presidency. And he's not even the highest level of security in this country.
No. And I mean, Biden wasn't in charge anyway.
No.
That's literally impossible. Everybody knows that it was Obama and Pelosi.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see that new video they put out on they've replaced Biden's portrait with the auto pen?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's really funny. That's good. I mean, look at this shit. Look at it. This guy didn't know what the fuck he was saying. He was high as fuck on something, probably Adderall, and being told exactly what to say from teleprompters. But who delivered this fucking speech with the red? The red. I mean, okay, yeah, there's blue in it too, but red. You know, this is like the ultra MAGA is the enemy of democracy.
Yeah. Adderall and adrenochrome, man.
Adrenochrome, yeah. Exactly. There you go. So, you know, I don't believe for a second that this is actually a thing. I think Susan was woke as fuck and she had to go anyway. I also think that Obama is responsible for pretty much still ongoing a lot of this shit because no one divided the country like Obama.
Yeah, Obama's got his hand up Biden's ass. Biden was a fucking puppet.
Yeah,
you know?
But more than that, Obama is still untouchable, right? Like if this had come out and it said the Obama administration and the Biden administration, right, and the Democrat Party during the first Trump administration, 2 days, and then I would believe it.
And I'll even willing to cross party lines here and what I'm going to say, because how many times have I made connections between the Obama White House and the Bush White House? You know, Obama made Biden policies palatable to a large contingent of the population who then went to sleep and just started going, authoritarianism is perfectly fine, you know, and as long as you do it under the guise of equity and diversity and all this stupid fucking color revolution bullshit that they do with their crazy trans flags and whatnot, then it's all acceptable, you know. So yeah, it's fucking outlandish.
Yeah, but it is all true, and I believe that 100%. Biden couldn't censor anybody. He can't even censor himself.
Yeah, he can't even fucking talk, let alone, you know, like I guess that would be the only way that he could censor himself, is if you actually said, hey, what are your thoughts on something? And he just, you know, goes into one of his stammering fucking tangents of like thinking that he's talking to some ghost, you know?
Yeah.
But even
absolutely
then,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And
his teeth out.
Right.
I mean, it's just, the thing is, on the plus side, I am very happy that YouTube is offering people to get their channels back.
Yeah.
And I think that should be extended beyond the bounds of America and beyond the bounds of COVID-19 and election 2020 talk to anybody who has said anything anti-left at any point in the entire history of YouTube.
Yeah. And,
in other words, Ryan, get your channel back.
Yeah, and they should lift restrictions on people, regardless. Once you hit 100,000 subs, you should get your stupid fucking play button. You know, because I understand that Hypnotic is told that he's never going to get.
Oh, he's never going to get one. Yeah. He wasn't told that he's not going to get one. He's been able to work out from the implication that he doesn't get one because because of the mass flagging attempts that happened on his channel.
Right.
Yeah. No, this is absolute bollocks. Absolute bollocks. And if YouTube doesn't wake up soon, I think, you know, people are really trying to get Elon Musk to create a proper alternative to YouTube. And I'm not talking about X, because X will never be YouTube. Okay,
Right.
YouTube is dedicated to what YouTube does, at least mechanically. So you need a service like that. I don't know if it's going to be like, hey, buy Rumble or something, or just make something from scratch. Do it, Musk.
Yeah.
You
Maybe
can do
just
it.
buy YouTube.
I don't know if you could do that. That's a lot of money. I don't know what YouTube is worth. It's not the same as X.
Right. Right.
I think even Musk doesn't have the money to buy YouTube, because YouTube could be as little as $100 billion, but it could also be $500 billion.
Yeah, it'd be hard to buy out Microsoft. It'd be hard to buy out Amazon. It'd be hard to buy out Google.
Even just YouTube, I mean, I didn't even know that their parent company as of 2015 is called Alphabet.
Alphabetty spaghetti!
Yeah, I'd never even heard of them until this.
Well, that's the whole point, because this is the reason why Facebook is just a brand owned by the company Meta. You know, Google became Alphabet, and all this kind of and they do all this. It's just find the peanut. You know, this is all just a shell game. Yeah, and it helps with doing various forms of money laundering. Finally, yeah,
That's been a while.
I've been able to go on unrestrained for quite some time now. So.
I've got, the faggot king here, Richard.
Yes, you have. I just thought, you've been asking for it, even though I believe you 100%. The problem is that some of the things that you used to say were really out there, and now the things you say are like much more provably likely true. So there's not as much of an occasion. I just did it out of.
I'm tempering my bullshit until I have my own channel to have a place to go into things.
Exactly. So while Jimmy Kimmel maintains that Trump is the one who's trying to censor everybody, the evidence of our eyes, ears, and other senses is telling us that it's always been the left. Remember, YouTube during Obama's first election victory was still a fucking baby. It didn't become anything like what it is today until he handed over the keys. And it all happened during the Obama administration, which is, why we saw so much bullshit that came out of things. And the original felting of adverts, not the actual adpocalypse, but, a precursor to it, all happened under Obama.
Yeah.
No one was like shocked or appalled that the censorship was what it was under Biden, because we'd seen it happen as a gradual thing.
Yeah. Prior to the Obama administration, a lot of people in this country we're fairly together on the idea that, we're being fucked over by corporations and the government, and we understand that on a human level, and this goes beyond party lines or anything. But again, that's where all that color revolution and the divisiveness of identity politics, the whole goddamn identity crisis. Yeah, that was
Obama was supposed to be hope, but in fact, he brought despair.
Yeah. The only thing that you'll be left with is hope and change, because you won't be able to afford anything, and life's going to suck. That's what hope and change really was about.
Now there you go. And it's true though, because when you actually think about it, YouTube, when Obama came in, was 3 years old, right? And most people had only even heard of it for 2.
Yeah.
It's actually baffling to think back then. Like, we were still looking at silly little meme clips on YouTube when Obama got in.
Yeah.
But it became what it's become in response to, in many ways, this boot of censorship coming down.
Yeah. InfoWars used to be bigger than YouTube in terms of just its install base, and it wasn't until years later that they transitioned over to doing the live streams simulcasted, because he didn't need to for the longest time.
No, Jeremiah Norris, YouTube began in 2005, became like mainstream in 2006 when people just used to upload any old bollocks.
Yep.
Wasn't until about 2010 that it started to get taken seriously. And I think monetization became a factor. Yeah. That was like the rise of PewDiePie as well.
Yeah.
And by 2012, 2014, it had become a bit like what it is now.
Right. But COVID-19 galvanized what we see now in terms of, the constant nonstop stream platform that it is and everything. So this place has changed a few times over and
Massively.
Over and over. Yeah. It's ever.
It's all good in the hood. All good in the hood. So while we're actually witnessing literal stories coming out about actual Democrat censorship of free speech, Jimmy Kimmel is crying about being censored by Trump, which never even took place.
Yeah.
So in short, Jimmy Kimmel lied about lying.
I suppose that's the best thing to do.
Exactly. Right? And that is exactly why he is the channel's first ever consecutive 2-time wanker of the week. Congrats.
This is a segment to celebrate all the people that we wish would disintegrate. Celebrities, politicians, lawyers, bankers, all of these people are total wankers. Insufferable, intolerable, nauseating, excruciating wanker of the week.
I would contend
Our first double nut.
Yeah, and I would say, even though he is a double-hander, that's because one of them is a fist up his own ass.
Oh, rough.
Oh,
Damn, son, that was brutality. Brutality. Grim. Fucking grim. I don't know if I read this already, but I don't think I did. No, I did read it already. Bort and The Guardian do not belong in the same sentence. I think I celebrated it, but never actually got around to reading it. So.
Right.
Thank you, Sardoc Spamfish. Belated, but thank you. James Opp is here for $5. Says CBS is still on air, so is subject to licensing regs. Cable is not subject to FCC regulations. Excuse me. Anything broadcast on air that of public safety is regulated. Yes, indeedy, it certainly is and must be. Because there's just too much money being thrown around at the very least for it to be anything else. You know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And like I said earlier, that even came from their own patron saint, Miss Stochastic Terrorism herself.
Alyssa?
Well, you would think, but I consider Alyssa to be a disciple of AOC. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the evolutionary train is Alyssa Frost AOC. I know.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Norris, newcomer to the channel, thank you for the $5. Says Spaceballs was more of a satire or parody than Jimmy Kimmel. It's absolutely it was. That's exactly what Spaceballs was. I'm very, very glad that we're getting a second one too, because it wouldn't have been right if you teased a sequel and then never made it. Right. Spaceballs 2 does search for more money. If they don't call it that, we riot. No, we would never do that to Mel Brooks. I almost said Mel Gibson there for some reason. But there you go. Yeah, and I mean, I still want to see the prequel as well. Spaceballs 3, the origin story of Dark Helmet, just a little Jewish boy getting ignored by girls, so that he starts the habit of playing with the dolls. Princess Vespa, at last we meet, and I have you where I want you, to do what I want, to have my way with you. No.
Last night after we got done with Toasty's stream, we were sitting back watching women in cosplay, as we do, because ultimately I get paid to look at tits on the internet. Whether you guys are seeing me watch tits on the internet, I'm probably am at some point today. And one of them was cosplaying. Hey, this is the nature of doing business with Toasty. You gotta see a lot of movies.
I can look at tits off the internet.
Well, true enough, and good for you. But the point I was getting at is one of the cosplays was a Darth Vader cosplay who she had a helmet that went directly over it. It was Dark Helmet levels of.
I bet she gives great helmet.
Right.
Yes, there you go. And thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you for the inaugural chat on the stream. On the channel, I mean, for Jeremiah Norris. Mel Brooks, I'm a huge Mel Brooks fan. I've seen all of his movies, like literally all of them. I even routinely watch History of the World Part 1, which is one of the sort of unsung ones, but I always laugh my ass off at the Inquisition song.
It is what we would call a deep cut for the real.
Yeah. And also the whole French Revolution skit where he's the piss boy and the king at the same time, and he just keeps sticking his face in women's cleavage and turning to the camera and going, "It's good to be the king." And in every scene, is it that one or is it no? I'm thinking of is it that one where the beauty spot keeps moving on his face, or am I thinking of Robin Hood Men in Tights? It might be Prince John's beauty spot or mole or whatever it is that he has that keeps moving. I can't remember. It's one of them. They're all great. Either way, big Mel Brooks fan. So there you go. Let's talk about something else then. We had a trailer for Wolverine, the Insomniac game, which features our old friends, our good old friends, whose clips I have almost completely deleted and taken out of circulation now because I didn't think we'd need them for a while. But it does appear that our good friends have come back.
Go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them. With the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
But hey, that's just a theory. A theory.
That's why you always must stay diligent and ready.
Yep.
Will, you have to be vigilant, because if you're not geared up, you're going to come back and deal with a whole bunch of women or the jawed up. You know,
there it is, baby. Yes, the original Bowser Botherer and her stupid little company, Sweet Baby Inc., are back indeed, and we have seen a lot of evidence of this. Smash JT was the one talking about it earlier on that I saw because I was busy with the kids until I saw him. So I unfortunately missed Hypnocast today. If it actually happened, I know Hypno's hurt himself or something at the moment. I hope he's doing okay. So we have this design for Mystique in the Wolverine game, as far as I see it. And what the fuck is this?
I can't wait for them to have the scene because now it's comic canon that she's a non-binary dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely. So lovely.
This is what happens when Disney buys out.
Nah, demons, like demons.
Yeah.
Alpha Betty Spaghetti.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, no, look, I mean, this is a weird face. This is like when I first looked at it, I thought, well, she's not very pretty. And then I sort of looked at it a bit more and I saw there's a bit of a jaw there, sort of a masculine chin, a huge fucking nose. Like she's not really very pretty, actually, at all. And Mystique is supposed to be sexy as fuck.
Well, for a second, while I'm holding this pose, you want to bring me up full on the screen? I want people to see what this is.
It's like exactly the same expression. The same face.
Yeah.
Corporate needs you to tell the difference between these two pictures.
Yeah, she's in Smurf makeup, but that's a dude.
That's a dude, yeah.
Yeah,
that's a dude. That ain't no woman. It's a man. Yeah, so no one's impressed with this, and it just par for the course. Of course, it's Sweet Baby Inc., who, of course, famously have turned a lot of characters into racially different or, you know, in terms of just beauty, uglifying them. Did they work on Horizon? Was that them? Did they work on that game? I think they
Zero
had a hand in
Dawn.
it. They worked in Forbidden West, right? Turned Aloy from a soft-jawed female.
I believe that is how she ended up getting jawed up. I can double check while we're going.
I mean, you don't really even need to go that far to do it because I could just literally bring up the picture of MJ that I have in the thumbnail for this stream.
Right.
And show that. There's Mary Jane Watson as she is in the comics. You may notice some distinct features there, you know. Yeah. And then, of course, there's Mary Jane Watson as she appears in the Sweet Baby Inc. Spider-Man 2 game.
Frumpiness abounds.
That's the frump. That's the front.
Indeed. The front, as we can say here on the show. Yes.
Yeah. So there we go. And we're seeing it happening again with Mystique. No one should really be surprised. We also found out that the character artist responsible is this person who looks like a normal human being, but is called Mackenzie Patrick,
who
also designed this character.
What is that?
This is a character from Concord.
That is a trans flag in human form.
Yeah. This person worked on Concord, which should be enough of a red flag for anybody.
Yeah.
Because, of course, Concord is the biggest flop we've ever seen. It flopped before it was even out.
Mental.
Yeah, beyond.
A decade in decadence, only to last 10 days before utter destruction.
Yeah. So there you go. You see character artist at Insomniac Games and character artist at Firewalk Studios. Oh, interesting. So you worked at Firewalk Studios until November 2024, which is 2 months after the game came out and disappeared because there was no interest in it, and it got the all-time lowest player numbers of a AAA Quad A Sony flagship platform ever, and got shut down within 2 weeks of launch. So she found her way to Insomniac. I wonder how she did that.
You know, I do wonder when they closed down, did they have somebody go and just jokingly say, because hey guys, you want to fire walk with me on out the building and never come back? Because
it is. Jeremiah Norris for $10. I want to acknowledge it because it is here. I was born a month and 3 days before the original release of Star Wars. Smokey and the Bandit, which was May 19th, 1977, was 28 days younger than I am. Well, there you go. You're still not the oldest person who watches this channel. Don't you worry about that. My father watches this channel, and he is 83. So you're fine. You're doing fine. It's all good. But thank you for the $10. Have a go time.
Drop it.
Yeah, baby. And furthermore, don't forget, guys, do fill up the bars. If you do, that will make me exceedingly happy. And of course, if we get to the halfway point, it's the money, money, money song. Although, since I'm working on new titty clips, soon money, money, money will be tiered down to played when someone does something, probably something for like a huge membership bomb or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, I'll be putting titties at the halfway point as well. So just to keep you incentivized, you know. But of course, if you would like to play Jackbox with us tonight, play some Quiplash, play some Drawfall, play some Champed Up, whatever the hell we want to, help us to get these memberships across the line. We need 30 memberships. If we can get it today, we will pull this stream over and turn it into a long, long Jackbox stream that you can play along with us. So do consider gifting to the Griff Force. Thank you very much. And Sardox Spamfish is here for another 5 poundingtons. That's right.
Every single person of, that's intelligent, hardworking, ambitious, had dreams and goals, has abandoned England in the last 200 years.
And says, yes, Concord, the game with a shorter lifespan, under 14 days, than the lifespan of a housefly. Circa 28 days. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. That was pretty fucking savage, man. Good shout. Very good shout.
And when you consider that they spent nearly $1 billion, all costs involved, because they created Fireworks Studio, they built the studio from the ground up, they did all this kind of stuff. That is $100 million a day.
Yep. Crazy, isn't it?
Just gone.
Right.
Quickly, you can spray can of raid.
Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Anyway, of course, it went on from there. And oh, hello. Hang on a second. Paul Thomas Ashworth has gifted 5 Griff Force memberships. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'll add that to the bar myself as we go through this. A tweet that came out from Grums talking about the same thing. He says something big happened yesterday and most people missed it, which actually, that's pretty forgivable considering the sheer amount of news that's been coming out in the last 2 weeks. It's been complete
of news.
Fire hose of news jizz, indeed. It's just been fired out at everybody lately, and it's getting hard to keep up with. Many of us in the sort of network of channels that I'm part of and you guys are part of as well, all right, we're all having to like split off and cover different things. It's not by design.
Right, but actually is to our benefit, honestly, because it's better to have more things to cover than everybody covering the same thing ad infinitum.
Yeah, exactly. We overlap, but I tend to cover more movies and things as well as games, whereas some channels just do gaming, and like Smash JT's branched out into like straight politics lately, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, between a lot of us, you do get all your news. It's just very hard to keep up with everything. Right. And in this case, Grums is 100% right. I totally missed this. Every theory we had about the uglification of women in AAA gaming turned out to be true. Oh, look at that. Once again, vindicated.
Indeed.
Look at what happened to Jean Grey from Insomniac Games Marvel's Wolverine from these leaked early screenshots of the first beautiful model. Yeah, I know, me neither. So evidently this is the original, I think. Am I seeing this right, guys? Because I haven't explored this properly yet.
I believe that is the one from when they tried to say, "Oh, this is alpha design. This is early build. This is dude."
Yeah, yeah. This was not supposed to get seen. They made her look a little bit like Sophie Turner too, which is interesting.
Right.
Who was the last person to play Jean Grey?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, even though she's all jawed up, it is still like maybe it's like the whole.
I think the lighting does a lot to give her a much definitely more feminine. That's a feminine.
It's more softened up, but ultimately, yeah. I mean, even they either go too far with the jaw or they go like into turtleneck territory.
Yeah, I know.
It's not good.
Anyway, then we see this.
Oof.
I mean,
well, that's
right. Okay. Let me try and zoom in on this a bit, right? Let me try and zoom in. I mean, first of all, yeah, this is like still alpha, I think, but
yeah,
okay.
But that's when you see that she's jawed up.
Yeah, that is a busted fucking face for a woman in a video game to have. For Jean Grey, absolutely insane, like hideous. It doesn't even look like a real person. It looks like, you know what it looks like? Hang on. This is going to take me a second to find a suitable image for it.
Looks like a
gotta find one. Hang on a minute. It's going to take a second, but I will find it because it's only just hit me in the face what this one looks like. But it looks a lot like I can't find a fucking picture. It's driving me crazy.
I don't know. We ultimately, like, we wanted Jean Grey. We ended up with Jean Beige.
Yeah. Oh man,
that's Jean and more Jean.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I'm still looking for a picture. I'm still trying to find it, but it's been made difficult because the game has been remastered now, so it's much harder to find the original busted fucking. Oh, that'll do. That'll do. All right, that'll do. Hold on. Here we go. Oblivion elf character.
Yeah,
gosh.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah,
it reminds me of when you're in the original Oblivion character creator, where you can't see properly because the lighting is, dungeon lighting.
And
you have to try and create these characters with like a fisheye, super close up. So they never end up looking like what you think they're going to look like when you get out of prison and go into third person.
The only place you ever see women like this is in a trap house. Well, because this woman looks like because this is clearly not Jean Grey. I don't know who this meth head is, but those raccoon eyes, which also have the crazy stare about them. So I guess she's also supposed to be a raging leftist now herself.
Apparently, yeah.
Not
apparently. Another thing that it reminds me of, actually, since we're on the subject.
Excuse me, it's ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what comes to my head as well.
Yeah. It is ma'am. Okay, buddy. Whatever you say.
Sure.
It's ma'am. That stupid motherfucker went legendary to him. So we've gone from, young and a little weird looking, but fairly attractive female, definitely, to the alt Mary Dominion.
Yeah.
To its ma'am. Busted. Really, really quite busted, that face.
Yeah.
It's like a rectangle too. It's really weird. It's the old lady in the bar in Iron Man.
Yeah. They even frumped up her face too, because look, she's got the fucking, like she's all jowled up too, along with being jawed up. She's jowl gray.
Yeah. Kind of looks like
Earl Grey.
Right. Yeah, it does look kind of like
J. Earl Grey.
It's true. I'm trying to find. Yeah, here we go. Here's another picture that does kind of resemble her. In her own way. Hang on. That would be this one.
There we go.
Yep. There we go.
Did you do a search for old meth heads, old redhead meth addicts?
Old redhead meth addict. Oh my god. Fuck.
Are there any you can actually show us?
I'm trying to find one. Woof.
Somehow I doubt it.
I mean, the best I can probably do. The best I can probably do is this one.
There we go. Yep.
Kind of the same. Kind of the same. I mean, that is a masculine nose. I'm sorry. That is like a
And it
fucking
looks like it's been
60-year-old
broken
man's
as well.
nose. I know, right? Which actually, I saw the same thing with the picture of Mystique as well. The nose is bent.
Yeah.
Someone has broken that nose.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, dude, this looks like my face because I got hit in the face with a log when I was, a teenager. And, and so like, there's
I've got a bent nose too. Yeah, mine's off to the side slightly.
It's a little cocked off.
It always was too, even before somebody broke it.
Yep.
So yeah, there we go. Anyway, this is fucking hideous and absolutely humiliating. So let's just see what else Grumps had to say. And I got to close a lot of tabs now because I just opened like a million at the same time. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Fucking hell. So there we go. So they are ruining Marvel. And yes, Marvel's Wolverine is a Sweet Baby Inc. game. Is anyone surprised? Of course not. Insomniac does business with Sweet Baby Inc. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 was a Sweet Baby Inc. game.
Yeah, and this is actually built on the Spider-Man 2 engine. So, you know.
Exactly.
It's baffling how people keep employing them. Like, do they think we've forgotten or something?
Well,
I don't get it.
The hope is that people don't pay attention because they believe everything. They think that you're consumers, not customers. You have to respect your customers, but there's no respect here. And so, you know, it's like they assume that ultimately you'll just go along with it because there's, you know, and if you do try to do something against it, you know, creating groups like DEI Detected and all this kind of stuff, try to shut you down. So, you know, they're forcing it. No.
Yeah. But I mean, the amount of like failure after failure after failure, like, haven't they got the message? It's just
they've got the message and they're trying to give it to everyone else, you know. But have they learned anything? No.
I noticed that one just.
They are the message. They are the message, sir. Yes, but they have not learned anything in the course of delivering it.
No, not a thing. They cannot learn anything because they are leftists. Yeah. Leftists are incapable of learning, except downloading the latest patch.
Yep.
But when you look at that Mystique picture, though, I mean that is fucking grotesque, especially when you compare it to Rebecca Romaine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Indeed.
Nice, very nice. For a blue chick, you know, for a blue chick.
Yeah. Just underneath all the blue, man.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if I had to choose, though, you know, I mean, between her as Mystique and, you know, just her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, clearly. Yes.
Yeah. It's gooning time. Help us goon. Fill the bar. It's almost halfway. What do we need? We need like $70 or something to get to the goon. Why is this so impossible today? We should be there already. All right. Anyway. Let's leave this because it's going to piss me off more and more the more we talk about it. But what I will say is boycott Wolverine.
Yeah.
Don't buy it. Don't play it. Fuck it. You don't need it that badly.
Yeah.
In fact, is X-Men Origins Wolverine the game available on Steam? Because
that's what I was going to say. Like there's this game is not doing anything that didn't happen 20 years ago when they put out the Wolverine game where you could literally cut, you know, people's arms off and shit like that and eviscerate, and he could be destroyed down to the fucking skeleton and regen. Jesus. Like, yeah, this is what are they doing here? This is just preying upon your want for something new and familiar.
This is the full body shot of the new Jean Grey.
Ugh.
She's even dumpy.
Yeah.
Dumpy and looks like an Oblivion character.
Yeah, that is way jawed up. Like they just take the Mary Jowls head and they just start the Mary Jowls fucking model and do a little bit of tweaking.
I think so. It looks so very similar.
Yeah,
it's kind of almost like a.
They just gave her a little bit more crazy eyes, but that's about it.
Yeah. Compare that to Famke Janssen.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What a fucking stark difference.
Yeah.
Why?
You can see she's wearing high-waisted panties underneath there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, she's wearing like preggy pants. I know.
Yeah.
It's
you need a
baffling.
control top. Jesus. Not a natural hourglass shape. What is your problem with having women just be women?
Yeah, I know. They're like, women don't look like that.
Right.
I mean,
those women don't look like that.
Women play gay and she looks like this. You know?
I mean, when I was in game design school, there was maybe out of the 20 women that I was there with, there were about 2 or 3 that actually had shapely curves and, femininity to them. But ultimately, that didn't mean that they didn't get caught up in the hive mind mentalities either. So, yeah.
Look at this. What a disaster. Sweet Baby Inc. once again punching well above their weight class when it comes to attractive women and forcing the standards of beauty to be brought sharply down to the level of a Kim Belair.
Yeah. Stick to your dating simulators where you're not going to, affect the larger gaming market because you're playing to sub-1,000 fucking purchases to begin with.
Does this mean then that the longer that the battle with Sweet Baby Inc. goes on, the worse women are going to start looking? Because just as an aside, you may or may not remember the Bowser bothering story.
Mm-hmm.
This was Kim Belair.
Mm-hmm. And now she's got all the stress weight and all the cortisol and
yeah.
Not good.
And then she did that speech last year and everyone was
turned into Chin's Belair.
Yeah. I can't find a zoomed out shot.
Well, I mean, you'd have to get zoomed out to see all of the expanse that has happened. Because that video she did or that presentation she did last year, where she was talking about her dog and everything like that, and that was right around the time that the Bowser stuff came out.
Yeah, that's done now.
Yeah, oof,
grim. That was exactly the time when all the Bowser stuff came out. Yeah. She's a fucking nutcase, mate. And she's gone off the deep end. So I guess the fatter and older she looks, the fatter and older the women in the games they make will look.
Because ultimately, every character has to be a reflection of her. Because remember, that's her whole shtick. I was tired of playing games that I wasn't the center of. And it's like they're creative character games. It's like just go fucking make a character and be on. No, I have to be the most integral aspect. I need to be the protagonist of everything. That's how we ended up with more.
I am the protagonist of everything.
Right? Yeah. I mean, we got the clip. Why are you running? That is Cyrex is Kim Belair in Mortal Kombat.
Although I think I don't have the Cyrex one anymore because it was the wrong size, but I got the original.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Yeah. But you can always see the clip of the beginning. I believe that's part of the intro to the show.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So, yeah.
It is. But Kim Belair won't be happy until, she finally retires in about 20 years or whatever. And all the women in your video games featuring, like the Sweet Baby Inc. version of Tomb Raider starring Lara Croft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because if they're not interpretations of her, they have to be men masquerading as women.
Yeah. It's all about virtue points, bitch. That's what it's about. All right. Did we get any more super chats? Or have I? No, we're up to date. Okay. So let's move into a little bit of Star Wars because we haven't talked about Star Wars for a little while now. It's been
good reason.
It's been pretty much the entire year. Actually, it's been like since the Acolyte.
Yeah.
But now we got the trailer for Mandalorian and Grogu. Don't worry, we're not going to watch it. There's nothing to see anyway. It's just if you're looking at these pictures, you've seen the trailer.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I never watched any one of the episodes, and so I'm not invested. I'm certainly not.
If you had, you've already seen the trailer too, because there's
Exactly.
not any noticeable leap in quality from streaming slop to silver screen.
Yep.
At
And
all.
yeah, and this is Disney, so anything that should be a movie, they make into a series, and anything that's a series, they make into a movie. And I'm quite certain, as I understand, that they took what was supposed to be the next season or two, and then parsed that down to try to adapt it into this fucking movie. So yeah, this is. You're right. If you've seen the series, that's exactly what it is.
There you go.
If you look at it, like it looks like kids' toys in a sandpit. Like that top left picture, it literally looks like little plastic toys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, Mandalorian has always looked like this, and it's just now it just looks like more of the same. And no one's happy, and even Kotaku is saying no one is satisfied. If you actually went to the trailer and had a look at the comments, most of them are just talking about how they feel literally nothing for it, like nothing at all.
Yeah,
it's absolute trash.
Grogu's not a real character.
Nope, Grogu's not a real character. He's Baby Yoda. He's a marketing toy.
Yeah,
that's it. But that's not actually the main reason we're going to talk about Star Wars, because there is another thing. This is one of the most satisfying things I have seen in quite a while. And I had a lot of fun reading it yesterday on Hyperdrive Time. So let's go over it again. John Boyega basically took a gigantic nuclear shit on the sequel trilogy. Now, John Boyega, yeah, he's a bit of a BLM dick rider, you know, which I'm not impressed by at all. I don't like a lot of the race politicking that he has done.
Right.
But one thing he and I align on completely is a fucking abject hatred for the Disney sequel trilogy for Star Wars.
Indeed.
Completely. And fair enough.
And
But
objectivity is the thing that keeps us human. Because, again, even if you have ideological differences...
the leftist, I'd have shot him in the neck by now, wouldn't I? Is it okay to make that joke yet? I don't know.
Right.
You all know I love Charlie Kirk.
But yeah. No, but that's the thing. Is like, you know... you have to be considerate enough. If somebody has an actual, you know, solid
seriously
idea,
solid take, yeah,
then you know, give them their kudos, but also give them their chastisings when they deserve it, as they deserve it. So yeah.
I mean, who'd have thought that we can agree with some things someone says and disagree with other things they say? It's almost like
I know,
a
right?
conversation. Like,
isn't that incredible? What a wonderful world!
So 90s.
What a wonderful world. Uh-oh. Getting cancelled now. Anyway. Bitch, I play Louis Armstrong to my daughters every single night, so shut up. Anyway, Ella and Louis, by the way, just for any fathers out there or mothers looking for a quick way to help their kids get to sleep, Ella and Louis. Play Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong. Forever. They will be asleep in 10 minutes. Anyway, there we go. So John Boyega isn't holding back when it comes to his thoughts on how the Star Wars sequel trilogy could have been handled differently. Speaking at Florida SuperCon 2025 in Miami Beach, Boyega, who played former Stormtrooper Finn across the Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker, offered a candid take on what he would have done if he'd been a producer on the films from the beginning. When asked by an audience member during his spotlight panel what changes he would make to remake the sequels, Boyega delivered a blunt assessment of the franchise's creative choices.
Yeah.
What
Sure, he
followed?
probably didn't appreciate getting
Right
reduced
now.
to a token role himself either.
I think Boyega low-key watches EFAP.
Right?
I think he goes on like YouTube, and he ended up watching EFAP in the first 100 episodes or something, and just got immersed in all of the good work that they did to destroy the shit takes supporting Last Jedi. He says, if I was a producer on Star Wars from the beginning, you would have had a whole completely different thing. He says it would be mad. First of all, we're not getting rid of Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, all these people. We're not doing that.
Indeed.
Now, you could say this is a possibly a tactical move by Boyega, and you know what? If it is, I don't care. Because if the net result is the shit that comes out of his mouth is good and true, I don't care if he believes it or not, as long as he uses his platform to say things that are objectively correct.
Yeah. And if you want to like have like this whole thing about generational shifting, you know, you had the people that were integral to the middle part of the story in the prequels. You kind of need to have those people that were in the middle part of the story still being integral, fundamental characters in, you know, what became their corpo fiction. Yeah, I still don't consider that. I mean, all they did was turn it into the Palpatine saga, ultimately.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much I could say. There's so much I can say. There's so much I have said. Even before this channel existed, I was very much part of the contingent that was Star Wars is dead. Star Wars is dead. You fucking killed it. Star Wars is dead.
Yeah. Yeah. I was saying the whole thing that Chris Gore is known for years before. I still, you know, I actually even said it in his chat before he really started getting like a large following. So
I know,
he might have subliminally picked up on it from me because he used to feature my.
It is weird, isn't it, when you have a channel and then people don't realize you've been around for as long as you have. Like I was watching Nerdrotic when he had 10,000 subs.
Yep.
Less than that, in fact.
Dude, I've been watching Chris Gore since back before he was even on Attack of the Show. Yeah.
Oh, we obviously we were early birds to this whole thing, but regardless, you can't convince me that John Boyega is 100% right about everything all the time, and there'd be no chance you ever would be able to, because I've heard him say some seriously high level retarded shit. Right. But this I can't. I'm not gonna go at this because what he's saying is fucking true. It would have been better. He says the first thing we're going to do is fulfill their story, fulfill their legacy. We're going to make a good moment of handing on the baton. Yeah, I mean, look, just retcon the sequels. Toasty's here. Hey, Toasty, help convince people to fill up this blue bar and then jump on so we can play some Jackbox.
That's right.
But we need 25 subs before that. So let's get some subs.
Right. If you guys want to see us jack it with Toasty.
Yep. That's it.
Subs flow.
For fuck's sake. We were having a furious rank on Tuesday. Now we're going to jack it with Toasty. All right. Jack in the box. Okay. Boyega also took aim at the power scaling of new characters in the sequels. Quote, our new characters will not be OP'd in these movies. Shots fired at Rey. Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah, that. I mean, that was all until like the end of Rise of Skywalker. That was the worst bit. Like she can just pick up a bloody lightsaber and know how to use it automatically, and it was kind of like a fan fiction written by a 12-year-old.
They didn't even give her a montage. You know,
it was a fan fiction written by effectively a 12-year-old. It was Kathleen Kennedy writing the fucking Mary Sue story from Star Trek. I can't remember what it was called. Yeah. That was written by a teenage girl, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What was her name? Ensign Mary Sue, and she was like better than Spock at logic, better at leadership than Kirk. You know,
really?
Better doctor than McCoy. Fucking embarrassing. Look at this. I tell Toasty to like cheerlead for filling the bar, and she just goes, "Fill the fucking bar!" Like, wow.
Yeah, let's get it up to 49 so that I can play on Sunday.
I'm going to stream again before that. Anyway, says they won't just grab stuff and know what to do with it. No, you've got to struggle like every other character in this franchise. I'll do that. Ooh. Yep. Go for the body, mate. Go for the body. You got to love it. Beyond character development, Boyega outlined a different creative approach that would have drawn from the expanded universe of Star Wars storytelling, making my dreams come true, Mother Liquor. I'd look to the old Republic stories and see what we can add to the continuation of that. I would definitely want to see some Force Unleashed, yes, stories in there. I would try to expand the Star Wars universe as much as possible while respecting the lore. If we're expanding the lore, we have to do it within the respective boundaries that stay true. You know what this means, don't you? He is saying that is not what Disney did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Disney would have you believe that that's entirely what they did, but Boyega's here knowing full fucking well, and he ain't the first. Daisy Ridley's alluded to this as well, that this is basically not what they did. They did not respect the law. They did not expand the law with respect to the boundaries.
Yeah.
They did not create anything meaningful and add it to the Star Wars canon in any way, shape, or form.
Yep. And, you know, and this is one of the most diplomatic ways I've ever seen anybody say, I was involved with a train wreck that should have made me a cultural landmark. And instead now I'm just a guy who does jobs, you know?
Poor chap. They're so black-pilled.
I mean, he must be pretty bitter because it should have been the biggest trilogy of movies of all time.
Made $2.5 billion across all three.
I watched the first
maybe
in the
more than
theater.
that.
I watched the second one, you know, via pirate means, and then I didn't even give a shit for the third one, and I've only seen it through EFAP,
right?
Effectively, or Mahler's extended takes. So yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
they made 2.7 billion with The Force Awakens. The Last Jedi made 1.3, and The Rise of Skywalker was 1.07.
Yeah.
They
Globally.
lost half of their audience across these three movies. They barely scratched the amount of money that they paid for the franchise.
Yeah.
And don't forget, they don't get to keep all of that.
Yeah.
They didn't really, they barely broke even on a Star Wars trilogy. Cuckoo! You barely broke even on a Star Wars trilogy. That is baffling.
That takes some degree of I don't want to say talent or skill or ability, but a dedication to, you know, your whatever it is, ideological insanity. Because
I mean, it was very simple. Between J.J. Abrams and Rian Johnson, you effectively had a sandwich where the bread was lazy, contrived, derivative bullshit, and the meat in the middle was venom.
Yeah.
Like actual arsenic to the franchise.
Yep.
Yeah, it's beyond the relentless pursuit of incompetence.
Yeah, and it's like, and that sandwich is even weirder because it's like the first piece of bread is just standard, you know, commercial grade white bread.
Is like
was a blue waffle.
The last one is from the same loaf, like 4 years later.
right, moldy and yeah, completely dried up and not worthy of consumption. Yeah.
Disgusting. Anyway, there you go. So I mean, it's just brilliant, really, especially because I think everybody can agree The Rise of Skywalker was an absolute clown show, right? There was, I mean, I haven't even watched it with the sound on. I've seen Maulers picking a part of it, and I've seen it playing in a bar on the TV,
right,
with subtitles, and that's enough. The last Star Wars movie I paid to see in the cinema was The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And that will remain for a very long time, I expect. Well, not technically. Technically, it will be in 2 years from now when it's the 50th anniversary of A New Hope, and they'll be putting that out in cinemas. Then I'll go and see A New Hope, but only so I can take my kids.
Right.
Well, one of them at least, to go see A New Hope. You know, in the cinema. You know, it's what we done. By then, 2 will be 2-ish, coming up for 2 years old. That's not really old enough, but it'll work out. Princess 1 will be like 3, which is about the age I first went to the cinema as well. So it'll be
one of my first core memories of things that I ever did. I watched Return of the Jedi. I was this is the first movie I was ever.
The first movie I saw in the cinema was Back to the Future 3.
That is good
because it's not bad. I mean, another third part of an iconic trilogy, you know. But there you go. So yeah, Rise of Skywalker was a clown show. It was a complete mess. It was a disaster. Unfortunately, a lot of the blame is on The Last Jedi. Now, a lot of the blame for The Last Jedi is on The Force Awakens, but the vast majority of the blame for The Last Jedi is on The Last Jedi. Because there were at least some plot threads, and he murdered every plot thread.
Yeah.
Stone dead. He had them defeat the First Order a second time. He had Snoke get killed. He had Rey win again.
Yep.
He had Luke die.
Yeah.
He had the identity of race parentage turn out to be nothing.
Yep.
He killed absolutely every plot that was running through that trilogy. And it wasn't the best series of plots to begin with, but there were at least enough ways that you could have salvaged a serious arc out of them. But the reality here is that Star Wars is not supposed to be a mystery story. So JJ certainly has a lot of the blame on him for Force Awakens.
Ruin Johnson, as he came to be known.
Ruin Johnson. Ruin the Roundhead Johnson, yeah. The most arrogant man in Hollywood. And he got some splaining to do. One day we'll make him.
Which is quite a feat to be that in Hollywood, especially when you've got, people like Cuckman vying for that title themselves.
Imagine, like, there's no way that Rian Johnson doesn't know these days that he murdered Star Wars. Yeah. Like, even if he truly believed that what he made was a good movie and a good Star Wars movie, like he claimed it was when he was interviewed after The Last Jedi, it's been 7 years, 8 years nearly since that movie came out, and its legacy is franchise-crushing destruction.
Yeah.
A lethal dose of poison to the Star Wars canon.
Yeah, which left Jar Jar, who's no great talent to begin with himself, to try to compress a trilogy's worth of plot threads into what was supposed to be the capstone to a trilogy.
I know. I mean, even the fact that in The Rise of Skywalker, you've got Rey, Finn, and Poe all together, and that's supposed to be like a big deal.
Ooh.
But they've never shared a screen together all at the same time in either of the first two movies.
Yep. Yeah.
They barely know each other.
Everyone's disconnected. And by the third movie, Finn just fucks off to go get caught up in some, PETA rage of getting the Space Horse free for
that was so worthless too. They release all those animals and then leave.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? They're all going to get rounded up again. So are the slaves. They're all going to get back to status quo within a week.
Right.
They did nothing there at all.
Fruitless
they achieved
efforts.
Nothing.
Yeah, right.
What are you going to do? But now they're free. You're free. Run away as far as you can, which probably isn't that far, actually.
Right.
And the guys with vehicles and spaceships and high tech are going to fucking have them back in their pens by the end of the week, easily. Fucking insanity, mate. Fucking insanity. Virtue signaling the story. And the other problem, right? This is an unsung problem with this trilogy, but between Force Awakens and Last Jedi is about at most 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back is 3 years.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time for characters to develop and have stories written about them. You didn't even leave any time for people who might want to write novels to put stories in between those two movies to help
build character,
build the friendships and relationships of the characters. No, not at all.
Yeah.
And then Rey's not even with them in the entire movie until the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching it and just thinking it was just a load of disjointed scenes. There was just like nothing holding it together at all, and then suddenly everybody's all together, and it was just like I watched it quite intently because like you were saying yesterday, like the first one, the Force Awakens, kind of until you actually tore it apart.
Yeah, I watched it and I was like, hey, this is good.
Kind of quite invested when Last Jedi came out. Yeah, and it was just like it just didn't make any sense.
Last Jedi broke me. Last Jedi was the moment. I said yesterday in Hyperdrive Time, but me and my friends walked out of there all telling each other that was good, that was great. Didn't like the Luke stuff though. Didn't like how Yoda was able to use the Force in the real world. Oh, I definitely didn't like the Snoke thing, or the Rey's parents thing, or the sort of weird we're running out of fuel chase thing. Those bombers were stupid too. And killing Snoke, the weird love story that they're starting. Luke being a coward who projects himself across the universe when in fact he would be just as beneficial if he were on board the Millennium Falcon with Rey.
Right.
The hyperspace kamikaze made no sense. It broke the law of the universe, broke the wheels, the mechanics of battle in the universe,
Right. And that one was so egregious that they even made a point of making that
they had to retcon it. That was one in a million.
That in the third movie is that she just kind of went rogue and like did her own fucking thing. So
yeah, there's a lot of people who have headcanon that she was actually trying to run away and she's just that bad a pilot.
Yeah.
Which makes more sense. Anyway, so what else was going to happen there? What's the other outcome of that maneuver if it's one in a million? She just sort of goes ding off one of the fucking Star Destroyers. And they turn around and just shoot her to oblivion and she dies.
Right.
Wouldn't have mattered anyway because everyone was gone except her.
Yeah.
So she didn't even need to like detonate the entire armada. She just needed to literally run away. And some of them would have followed her. It's fucking bonkers, mate. Fucking bonkers.
Well, she's got to be a girl boss.
Yeah. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. Terrible times. But at least John Boyega, better late than never, is felting the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
And the better part, the icing on the cake, is that this was published by Variety.
Mm-hmm. I will say to John Boyega's credit, he has been pretty adamant about the downstate of Star Wars since the conclusion of it. And even while it was in production, he's actually at this point too where he's just completely unrestrained because he's like, well, fuck it, I'm not going back for any of it. Which he said as much himself. He's out. You don't give two shits about that franchise. It didn't help him in any discernible fashion.
No. There's no potential like for his career to be benefited by Star Wars anymore.
Yeah.
No one's going, oh, I really want to see a Finn movie. It's like, nah, because you did nothing with Finn. He could have had like a struggle. No, it wouldn't have been like, you can't have like a full-blown PTSD movie about Finn, and that's not very Star Wars.
Right.
I suppose you could now because they've done dark shit since, but and awful dark shit too. But no one's calling out. No one's going, please give us more Finn. No.
Yeah.
He's a joke. They made him one-dimensional.
Not even John Boyega. He's just like, no.
John Boyega said a long time ago that he wasn't interested in going back to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac and fucking Daisy Ridley also said that, but then they managed to get Daisy Ridley back. But that movie, where's that fucking movie? It's been 2 years since it was announced.
Yeah, that's not happening.
It's not going to come, is it?
The Rey movie's never coming out now. No chance. No chance in hell. George Lucas will come back to Star Wars before that movie comes out.
Right.
Anyway, there you go. Fuck Star Wars. Fuck Disney. It's nice to go and revisit some of the classics from time to time, the greatest hits of the culture war.
Indeed. Where are they now? Oh, even more irrelevant.
Yeah, that's it. It's like this franchise used to be the pinnacle of pop culture, but where are they now?
Right.
No one fucking cares is the answer.
And the point that we spent 10-15 minutes talking about anything but Mandalorian, Mando and Grogu.
Yeah, we're still talking about how. Yeah, they were like, hey, Star Wars trailer. Now let's talk about how they ruined the franchise.
Right.
The internet doesn't forgive, and the internet doesn't forget. But guys, Baby Yoda.
Exactly. It's like, do you want franchise with that?
Right.
Nice.
Put the franchise in the bag and then bury it.
Yeah.
There it is. All right. We can still talk about Sony for a little while. There was a state of play. I forgot. So I didn't watch. Did either of you watch it?
Can't say that I did. I'm kind of checked out on console gaming at this point.
Yeah, me too. Completely. But for the channel, I very often do watch these things. But apparently, I didn't even know it was. Actually, that's not true. I saw an article last week on Insider Gaming that said there might be a state of play next week, and I thought, oh yeah, I should probably talk about that at some point. And then I never even clicked on it. So that shows you my level of interest. Once again, long-term Sony guy. Long-term Sony guy. Since 1995.
I got
Christmas
a PS2 as my wedding registry That was a gift that I demanded on the whole. Hey, you want all this other silly bullshit? Fine, whatever.
I'm a gravy boat. I'm getting a PlayStation.
That's right.
The start of a successful marriage is when the guy is asking for a fucking escapist device.
Valid. Fair.
That one might be on you, John. Sorry, gotta say.
But here's it, oddly enough, though, like she used to play games with me and all that. That used to kind of be, as I was saying the other day. I got her into
that was your thing. That was your thing. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. So I would draw that joke.
Yeah,
fair enough.
It's all good.
Apologies.
Still funny.
Yeah, well, it's a little funny, but it's also factually incorrect. So apologies there. Be the change you want to see. Jimmy Kimmel won't apologize, but will of the fans will. So there you go. PlayStation State of Play September 2025. Everything announced. All right, great. So I don't know. Is Ghost of Yotei out now?
It should be quite soon. Last time we were talking about it, I think it was 9 days
it's
away.
October the 2nd. That's right.
So,
that's right.
Right.
It's about a week from now. Right?
Now another week. Yeah.
It's a week from today.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, so
obviously, no one cares about Ghost of Yotei. They can fuck themselves for ruining that.
Yeah.
And casting insane activist piece of shit Erika Ishii to play Atsu.
I mean, the fact that we keep asking, is it still out yet? And we're like, I don't know. Yeah.
We actually
that much, we can't even keep tabs on whether it's available or not.
This is actually a searing indictment of the AAA game industry. Last year, we knew exactly what day that fucking Dragon Age Veilguard was coming out. We knew what day Star Wars Outlaws was coming out. We knew what day fucking that bullshit Sweet Baby Inc. fucking thing. I can't think. We knew when Dustborn was coming out. We knew when Assassin's Creed Shadows was coming out, and when it got moved, we knew when it was coming out again. Yeah. But Ghost of Yotei were like,
was coming out.
Ghost of Yotei were like, when is
at this point?
Yeah. I think because I have no intention of playing it, but I am interested in covering it.
Yeah.
To see just what a shit show it will be. But I'm not going to buy it or play it. Fuck that.
But even covering it's not something that's like, I got to be there day one to cover how much. No, like it's going to be. We already know what it is.
It's not even worth the grift of asking if somebody wants to gift it to me. Like, don't bother. Get me something off my wish list if you want to give me some games.
Right.
But even right now, I've still got a backlog. I'm still not finished with my second playthrough of MGS. I know you finished yours a long time ago, but I'm still on mine because I don't have fucking time. But then, hey, there you go.
Responsibilities than I do. So.
Unfortunately, and yet fortunately, I very much do. Yes, and that's why the top bar is called the Princess's Grift Force. Now, I think it adds an air of royalty to it.
Indeed,
it's not just the Grift Force; it's the Princess's Grift Force. Fill the bar. We want to play Jackbox. 25 memberships to go.
That's right. The buy.
If everybody watching right now gifted 0.6%, if everyone gifted 2/3 of a membership, we would be there. There we go. So Sony is back with a brand new PlayStation State of Play, and well,
I don't really care, Margaret.
Pretty much.
Blah blah blah. It happened. Everything that was announced. So we got this trailer for a game called Saros. I think I saw this before. Wasn't this the game with like the Arab guy running around with a gun? I guess we could check it out.
Be prepared to be filled with sorrows.
5 minutes. Fucking hell, get to the point. Well, that looks pretty cool.
So we got a dragon.
Loudon, creative director at Housemarque. Today,
it's Housemarque.
To show off this first look of gameplay for Saros running on PS5. Saros builds on Returnal's award-winning action and tells the emotional and haunting story of Arjun Devraz's drive for answers on the shape-shifting planet of Carcosa.
I mean, I'm not hating this.
It is another like kind of post-apocalyptic, everything's the same color kind of thing.
I mean, it looks like it's interesting to play at least. Like it's high speed, you know. It's not doing another Dark Souls.
Yeah,
looks kind of easy though.
Some run and gunning. I mean, I suppose if you're caught up in the lore, if this is connected to Returnal, then you know, cool for them.
Yeah.
And the effects are pretty cool on the lighting.
It is not. It is
like
not immediately offensive to me. It's just. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's one of those ones where it's like, okay, for sure, one of the people I know will end up playing this, and if they say it's good, then I'll get on it.
Toasty is back.
So there you go.
Toasty's
back once again with a member chat. 5 months of membership now for Toasty. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Fill the bar. We want to play Jackbox. We want to play Jackbox, but I can't until I get to 50 memberships.
Speaking of such things, what did I receive? I got notifications here about receiving Steam games.
Oh, did you? That's cool.
Yeah, Right Valkyrie has sent me some gifts.
I've been invited to join a Steam playtest.
All right.
Wonder what that is. It's taking a month of Sundays to load.
Gifts. Oh, well, these are some nice ones. So
Val?
Yeah. Castlevania, Lords of Shadow.
Nice.
Yes, please. I will totally accept that. Add that to my library. Thank you so much. And let's see. And then I also received Nikopara Volume 1. Some anime girls, some waifus and whatnot. Cool.
Nice.
Thank you.
Then we got 0 parades for Dead Spies.
You actually want to deploy her? You cannot be
her.
Serious.
Cascade is one of our most highly trained operants.
She's been shelved for 5 years.
Red flag.
The parties marked her as a failure.
She won't have to do it alone. Her old squad is still out there.
I thought they'd all been ripped to shreds.
Probably. But she can scrape what's left of them back together. Lead them to their deaths all over again.
And what if she butchers it like last time?
We'll do what we always do. Throw more assets at the problem. We have plenty more.
I spend the whole game listening to that voice.
Yeah, sort of story-driven, kind of pseudo-platformy puzzle thing, maybe? I mean, it looks like it could be kind of interesting, but I'm not interested. Flight Simulator 2024, don't care about that. Battlefield 6, I guess we could watch it, but, I mean, it was insanity last time.
Yeah.
I'm cool to play Battlefield 6, but
Hostiles inbound. 100
I
meters
don't
in
really
closing.
care about the campaign that much.
2, east side.
Moving right to left.
I got 3 west side. Frame shoot. On the T of execute. 3, 2, 1. Execute.
Oof.
The world as it's commonly known has crumbled. Alliances that held since the end of World War II, gone.
Dagger, this is Pax's ballsiest play yet.
If they succeed, they will have secured the most strategic.
I'm bored already.
Yeah, this Boss Girl voiceover is not really doing it for me.
Deus Ex Remastered. That's interesting. I never played the original Deus Ex. I played Deus Ex Mankind Divided because I got it free with my second PS4.
I played
Human Revolution. I think I played as well.
I own the newer ones. I have not had a chance to play through those, but I did play through these back in the day.
Yeah, I've not played it myself.
This and Invisible
War.
War.
Some massive fans though.
Yeah. So
well, there we go. I guess we'll have a look at the trailer.
UMAX might have copper wiring to reroute your fear of pain.
Man, I forgot how old it is.
But I've got nerves of steel.
Oh wow, that looks a lot better. I mean, it still looks, old, but Jensen looks.
But I've got nerves of steel.
The lip sync doesn't line up, but whatever.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again.
Kind of cool.
You age, and we will be crowned its king.
All right, it's looking a lot better.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that they're
Yeah.
maybe they'll show that scene again.
Not better than kings. Gods.
I mean, still stylized, but yeah, it's a nice improvement. And you know, if that's all that they touched and it still plays as it did, that's
And
a
they
win.
haven't inserted anything to change the story.
Yeah.
They're the same ones who did the Tomb Raider and Soul Reaver remasters. Which
so okay, so it's in trustable hands.
This is looking interesting.
Apparently, the remaster is already on. The revision on Steam is already a remaster, and this is a cash grab. Well, it looks pretty good though.
Yeah,
I mean,
Spire's
I never played the original, so maybe
Yeah.
Not that I mean, yeah. I if it's a cash grab, it's a cash grab. I guess if you're like me and you haven't played it and you're vaguely interested, which I am sort of vaguely interested, then this might be the way to go. But for basically everybody else, then
yeah. I mean, you know,
Red Pill the game. Yeah.
Yeah. Metal Gear Solid 3 was part of the Master Collection, but I enjoyed the shit out of Delta. You know, so
Yeah, well, they updated the controls, which was the most crucial thing for me.
Mhm.
The graphics look gorgeous too, but the update on the controls was the thing that I cared about. Look at the gameplay and abilities of Michael Myers in game. This game is not out until next year.
Thrilled to present an extended look at gameplay for Halloween.
2 minutes.
With the help of
Extended.
Unreal Engine 5, we've been able to reconstruct the
Half the audience just immediately vetoed this the second he said Unreal Engine 5.
quiet town of Haddonfield in stunning detail. Remaining authentic to the 70s era aesthetics was essential to how we crafted our play space.
Well, of course it would be, wouldn't it? It's set then.
Yeah.
When players navigate these environments, they'll be surrounded by decor that delightfully
It's like saying we paid attention to 1950s aesthetics for Fallout.
Right.
preserves a special
without
moment
saying.
of time. Throughout these locations, randomized townsfolk NPCs are living their lives, completely unaware of the danger lurking right outside their windows.
So you can play as Michael Myers then.
These NPCs serve as the game's primary objectives. Stepping behind the mask of
These
the killer.
NPCs. I always want to get that soundbite for
Let me hear that again.
Windows. These NPCs serve as the game's primary objectives.
Kill them all.
Stepping
The
behind the
NPCs.
mask of this infamous killer, Michael's goal is to find, stalk, and kill the residents of Haddonfield before Halloween night ends. Once you've honed in and stalked a target, it's time to choose the perfect moment to strike. Michael comes equipped with an array of unpredictable endowments, but the most powerful is Shape Jump. When in Shape Jump, Michael is invisible to the naked eye. This is our interpretation of Michael's inexplicable tendency to suddenly appear in completely unexpected places and catch victims off guard.
That's cool. That's really cool.
The fact that
they've thought about it. That's really cool.
Yeah, because he is supposed to be just the shape of fear, and
Yeah.
So good on them. Yeah,
Indeed. Good for them.
Players can also choose from a
fairly
broad
impressed.
range of compelling civilian hero characters that have witnessed the wrath of Michael and need to warn their neighbors before it's too late. Finding an active phone will allow you to call the police and attempt to convince them to send in help. Just remember, you may be able to knock him down, but you can't kill the boogeyman. We hope you've enjoyed this extended look at gameplay for Halloween.
Extended? That wasn't extended. That was as brief as fuck, mate.
right.
Anyway,
I'm still
whatever.
not completely
It still
clear
looks-
as to whether you're playing as Michael or the kids.
Yeah, because there was that bit where they walked around the corner and got killed by him, but then you were playing as him. So I don't know.
Right. Is this going to be like
unpredictable endowments? I caught that as well, Sardoc. I did, yeah.
Yeah, no, I heard it too. I believe that was sitting here. I was like, oh, I won't say anything just yet. But yeah, is this going to be like Friday the 13th and be a multiplayer one versus all kind of thing, or?
Oh, you mean like a asymmetrical multiplayer? Yeah.
Right.
I thought that was a good concept that was never properly capitalized on with Evolve when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a good idea for a horror movie game.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'm not like, it's not really my thing, but it looks pretty cool. you
Yeah,
know.
for my
And
my horror
I'm
friends out
impressed
there.
with- yeah, I'm impressed with the shape jump thing because that is That's a great idea for how you would be able to have Michael just show up every time you turn around. There he is. You know,
given the last topic as well, it is worth pointing out that the woman actually looks like a woman.
That's true. Yeah, she did. She did. She looked like an actual chick. Where was she?
Yeah. Which means that, you know, it is not impossible to make women in Unreal games. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Look at that.
Have
She's
to
a
have
woman.
talented, skilled craftsmen.
Last Epoch Orobis. Oh, fucking hell.
Save them.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Don't care. What? Mega Man's in Sonic Racing?
Unfortunately, their other add-on characters aren't being voiced or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
So it's
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, but
I mean, my me doesn't have a voice in Mario Kart either.
True.
I'm really hoping that this is going to be good because I'm still refusing to buy a Switch for Mario Kart.
Oh, that's cool. I like what they've done with his car.
Yeah. Rush.
Bro Man's there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. They're really trying to turn this into something, eh?
It's time to capitalize on it. As big of a bust as you know, Mario Kart ended up being.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's an alternative to Mario Kart that's not gonna break your bank. So there's that. Yeah.
Oh,
I still don't understand why Sonic needs a car, though. You know?
Do you remember Sonic R on the Saturn?
Yeah, man, I've got it.
Yeah, that was superb.
I had it on PC.
That's my
Superb. It was awful.
Well, my understanding the car would go faster if you could just.
I enjoyed playing it, but it was objectively really bad. I like. Yeah, it was crap.
I'll have to
drifty as fuck. The soundtrack is cringe. Yeah, you go back and play it. It's aged horribly.
I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do that and find out.
Yeah, it's aged horribly. I played it until I unlocked Supersonic, and then I was done.
I think I might be hallucinating, but I see a member chat that I thought I would never read.
What, B-Man? B-Man's back, baby. Member for 5 months says, when we getting... Oh, right, yeah. I see what you mean there. Yeah, B-Man of all people asking after Ryan. Wow, that's some lore destruction right there. Are you sure you are really B-Man? Is this Kira pretending to be
right?
Well, I don't know when we're getting right back, but we are doing all that we can. If you want to help that effort, you've got to go to any of the tweets that we've reposted or written ourselves, tagging Team YouTube and requesting Ryan Roger Athay get his channel back, and go and add to them. Write a reply, tag Team YouTube. Just don't tag Team YouTube as the first word, because that doesn't actually help. You need to write something, then tag Team YouTube.
Right.
We're hoping we can get Ryan back. We are really hoping so. And if so, then this will become a 4-person show, I would expect. So that would be cool. But there you go. Anyway, Neo 3. I mean, I've seen this trailer already. It's Neo. It looks cool.
On my honor as queen.
I don't think you need me to show you this to know that.
No,
I mean,
cool. It is what it is. It's continuing on. Women look like women.
Exactly.
Good action. There you go.
By the way, B-Man, thank you for being a member of the Griff Force, the Princess's Griff Force, for 5 months. Because trolling you is not fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure who that is because, you know, that's some guy named John. They happen to have the same name.
Oh, because you don't have an H in your name.
Have the extraneous H. Yeah.
You're not a proper John because you don't have an H.
Yeah, that's about the most trolling I guess people get over on me is if they misspell my name, I might mention it, but even that's just kind of like
You should put an H on your head. That way.
Right. Well, everybody wants me to be the Rimmer, so that's where the H is. It's
You're not a Rimmer though. You're not a Rimmer at all. You're more of a lister than I am. But anyway, Dynasty Warriors 3 is getting a remaster. Stop with this shit and make One Piece Pirate Warriors 5, you bastards. Okay, it does look pretty cool. Yeah. This is the problem I have with Dynasty Warriors. I really like the mechanics. I really enjoy the laid back hack and slash fucking overpowered, ludicrous, superhuman monsters that you can play as gameplay loop. Mm-hmm. But I don't care about Dynasty Warriors. Right. So I really enjoy Hyrule Warriors and One Piece Warriors, but I don't give a fuck about playing Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
Like at all. So I wish you'd just make another spin-off version of it. Just pick anything. Fucking any other game franchise or movie franchise and make a Warriors game out of that. And
Rock Samson versus ninjas.
Just make One Piece Pirate Warriors 5, okay? There's like 3 new fucking sagas. There's like 5 years worth of manga you can capitalize on now. So make it. Indeed. And then finish the series on One Piece Pirate Warriors 6 when the show finally comes to an end. But there you go. Code Vein 2.
To save this world, our current world. Need I remind you?
What is this?
Tampering with history is strictly forbidden.
Interesting. Kind of.
Yeah, it's more Code Vein. I know people that will enjoy this.
Yeah.
It's time I faced my past. Let's go.
Doesn't look related though. Is it related? To the old Code games?
I never played through them myself. I know I know that they were well received.
It's funny, like the world looks really good, but the characters look really cheap.
Yeah, that's a thing that can happen when you use anime characters in realistic environments. It can make the cell shading look shitty. Let It Die Inferno. Okay, what's this?
Shall we play?
Okay, strike one. Oh, wait, I think I saw this before. I think, was this the game where you die at the start of it and then you have...
The one that was made by Pseudo.
Oh, yeah, no, this isn't it.
No, I think that's something else. So that thing goes completely off the rails.
Yeah, I thought it was that.
Yeah.
We're gonna get fucking felted for copyright if I keep playing this. Oh no, that game is called Romeo is a Dead Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more interested in that. Chrono Script. What's this? This looks retro-ish, indie-rific from Shueisha. Really? That's interesting. Okay. Deskworks. Never heard of them. Could you please...
Again with the Saturn references, but this kind of looks like Clockwork Knight.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's a Metroidvania, maybe in the style of like a Hollow Knight or something. I'm not sure about that animation. Kind of interesting, though. Oh, okay, so you're literally on the pages. Okay, that could be interesting.
I mean, I
So,
do
like-
like a good 2D platform, so I'm
So
kind of interested.
If the book falls over, that affects you in the level. That could be kind of interesting. Who
Yes.
missed John coming out as a furry? I don't recall this.
What?
Crimson Desert.
Oh.
Oh, he says.
D-Man,
those who wield power
he's
to
trying
train
real hard now.
beasts who think themselves men. That is what it means to be a Queenie. The time has come to do what we believe to be right. Cliff, seek out
And
your
Ray
gaming
Valkyrie,
comrades.
as you are in the chat, again, thank you
Uncover the truth
for the
that
kindness.
lies within.
Much appreciated.
And let your heart speak.
Crimson Desert.
I got some kind of gift a minute ago, but I couldn't see what it was, so I'm trying to wait for it to load.
Yeah. Crimson
The
Desert.
world
I
needs
do have an interest in.
Rambo versus Predator, says Sturgeon 510. That would be cool. That would be very cool.
Yeah.
That would be very cool. Can't argue with that.
Are we talking as a movie or as a game?
I mean, obviously a game.
And now is
But-
Dutch going to show up as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Dunno.
what if it's Rambo and Dutch? You know, Predator eventually to go after the aliens.
What if it's Monica Rambo?
Oh God.
Oh shit! Wow. Hello. Revalkyrie has gifted me Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition
Nice.
and
Nice.
Jackbox Party Pack 4,
That is
which
solid.
includes more. It's Fibbage 3 and its new game mode, Fibbage Enough About You. The Twisted Web game Survive the Internet. The dating contest Monster Seeking Monster. The deranged debate match Bracketeering and one-up art game Civic Doodle. Okay, these all sound really cool. Thank you.
Nice.
I would love to play some Jackbox. We will at some point. I'm sure by the end of the week we'll fill this blue bar. But thank you very much, Valkyrie. That's fucking cool. I appreciate that. Since you've gifted me, I feel like I must at least take a look. So yeah. Anyway, there we go. Yeah, this looks like a game.
Your fight is not
It's
for
a pretty
revenge.
ambitious one.
Yeah.
It's I've heard comparisons to Zelda, so it might be something that might get on your radar.
Really?
Yeah.
In the end, all will come together as one. We fight for the future of all.
It's a massive RPG single player.
Okay.
It's from the guys who did Black Desert, but this is their.
All right.
Yeah. So
What's the
from what I
matter
know
with
of it,
Toasty? Toasty says you are pissing her off. Guess chat doesn't want me on, then they hate me.
Oh,
because they
they're
don't want
not-
to fill the
they're not
bar.
dropping the gifties, yeah.
Because they're not dropping the gifted memberships. I don't know. Someone go tell the mods in the Discord. Sometimes they gift memberships.
Fight! Fight for Plywell!
I don't want titties either because we're nowhere near on the red
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Is it a cozy game? This? I don't think so.
No.
This actually does look kind of cool.
Your fight is not for revenge, nor glory, nor pride.
Yeah, the company that's behind this too, Sony wanted to buy them out, and they said, "Get fucked. We don't need your corporate money."
Okay, I'm actually kind of curious now that I'm seeing like some slowed down shots of it, like just roaming around.
Yeah. This is a vast world. I've been doing.
Maybe I
some
am
more
interested
research
in
into
this then.
in this one for a good part of the last year. We've been covering it here and there over on The Week in Culture. What I know of it, it seems promising and solid.
I see.
Yeah.
This I'm gonna look into more.
Yeah.
Definitely. What the fuck? Pulse Elevate wireless speakers.
I suppose it's going to cost $300 considering the headphones cost $300.
Why do we need these? There's loads of speakers in the universe.
Oh, but you see, these ones are going to have a proprietary Bluetooth connection that operates as fucking.
But you can't use with anything else.
Right, unless you have a dongle, and yeah.
Wonderful.
Fake Wizard, shout out.
Hey, what
nice
up?
to see you, mate. Thanks for lurking. Says Crimson was the best game they showed.
Not
seems so
at all.
Seems so. The one I'm legit most interested in, yeah. So
yeah.
Elevate your. What? Why is this? Look at this.
Yeah.
This is a PC desk.
Yeah.
And that monitor
a
is
walled
tiny.
garden system. Yeah.
That monitor is really small. Mute it. Okay. Is it one of them? Is it? I can't even get it to play right now because it's fucking crashed. Oh well, we'll move on. I don't care about a set of speakers anyway.
It's fucking expensive.
Oh, the whole thing's crashed. There we go.
Oh.
Lovely.
Wow.
Beautiful. I genuinely don't give much of a crap about most of what I saw there.
I'm still
at all
in the game that I linked to you guys for the gameplay trailer for
yes, this one. What is this that you sent to us?
It's in a GTA Vice City with cell shaded waifus and whatnot, and has prototypes / Spider-Man kind of battle mechanics and stuff.
Oh, is this the one you showed us earlier?
This is the one I sent to the group chat.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this, so it's 10 minutes though. So what is it?
It's what I'll be playing instead of GTA 6. It's going to have some gacha game aspect to it, I'm sure, because it's free to play. So I'm sure there'll be some kind of incentive to pay for stuff. But
we're live on Rumble too, by the way, just so everyone knows.
But it's a GTA-esque game that is centered around fun and absurdity. So,
okay,
yeah.
That's him. That's our target.
Huh.
Wait, is this the one that we looked at before?
Mm-hmm. This is just they actually put out a game trailer.
This was the one with like the toilets chasing people down the street and shit.
Yep. Yep.
That was fucking epic.
Chris again.
Yeah.
This time you're not getting away.
Don't you guys have anything better to do?
This does look pretty good.
Let's show him the black metal crew means business.
Does he have fucking prototype powers though?
Kind of. That's my take on it. That's my understanding. Because he's able to shoot these things out more than just one target.
That's prototype.
I'll pound you into the pavement.
I mean, I don't care. Prototype is like nearly 20 years old.
What do you guys
really
want?
Our boss wants to hold a concert in the city.
Yeah, I don't know that it's necessarily doing anything new, but it's quite the amalgamation of things that actually work, and as long as it doesn't take itself too seriously.
If it's like Spider-Man and it isn't woke, I'll fucking play it.
Exactly.
Okay. Then how about a beach concert?
Surround him.
All right.
Well, there's going to be a waifu. Yeah, I was going to say it is the furthest thing from woke because this waifu right here, she's got jiggle physics just sitting.
Hello, jiggle physics.
Yeah.
You guys seem to be having a good time. Wasn't it exciting enough for you before? Looking for an encore?
Not with music that cringe. By the way, who are you?
Cringe.
I work for the Nova City Crime Agency.
I can explain. They started all that back there, not me.
No need to get jumpy.
Watch out! What's with the hot pursuit?
She should be bleeding out.
Toot, think you can lose him?
Hold on tight.
Yeah. The remainder of the trailer is basically going to be this car chase.
There's a 10-minute car chase?
It's pretty in-depth. They go throughout the city, show off all kinds of stuff that you can do, and it's got, some other interesting elements that happen.
Getting revoked.
I'm really liking the look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
Well done. Another one.
Cell shading is tight.
Yeah.
Don't stop firing.
So how could this be gacha if it's single player? Is it
Uh,
going to have it online?
I don't know, because at the end it says sign up. You can sign up for it now. But from my understanding, this is a free-to-play game. So they're gonna have to monetize on it somehow. But
Same goes
and
for
what
the
I was saying to
show.
Rhoda before the show began was,
And one who follows the rules.
you
of
buy
the road.
Grand Theft Auto 6. You want to play the full version of Grand
You've
Theft Auto
got some
6?
serious
$10 a
strength, just
month.
like in the videos.
Right.
Thanks.
On top of the $100 entry
Where did
fee.
all these bikers come from?
Great.
So even if this is $10 a month, it's still to me a better value at this point in time than GTA 6.
The driving looks good. Little handbrake down.
Well, I hope you get to use the bikes.
Well, I'm sure I get to use all sorts of everything.
Watch out. They're flanking us on the left.
But yeah, everything I'm seeing about this, I'm not necessarily seeing a downside to it. You know,
Yeah.
if you go in
Looks
full
fun.
well knowing what it is, you know, and that your level of monetization is going to be based on your
Oh
interest.
man! And while my second daughter was in hospital, I was playing fucking mobile gacha games because that's all I had time, like all I had with me.
Right.
You know, if you know what you're getting into, you're not going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
So you can make it yourself.
Yep.
Looks good though. Looks ridiculously good for
Yeah.
to play.
I say for me, like this is more in the spirit of what GTA 6 should have been than what we're going to end up with.
Yeah. Is there a bit where he does the Spider-Man travel?
There was. I think it's coming up.
We got more goons waiting for us.
Perfect chance for you to test your marksmanship.
He shutting down big news?
Shutting down. I thought.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
maybe
here
we can, like, yeah,
it
maybe.
comes. Yeah, now here's going to be some Spider-Man-y stuff to a degree.
What the heck?
Whoa. You're good.
Yeah.
Hit and run? Not on my watch. Hey! Hey! Wait a second!
If you can't swing around the city, I'll be really disappointed.
Right? It does seem like that would be quite a possibility.
Like, one of the best things about those games from the 2000s, that Prototype and Infamous, was the navigation, getting around. It's really good.
Gonna need to borrow this. Hey,
Oh, right.
early
Highway
stuff, would ya?
stuff. Cool.
That's pretty cool.
You ain't terrible anyway. Hi there. Strike! Riddance. Hey, you good?
Just a minor hiccup. Here, catch. Show 'em what for.
Perfect. Appreciate it.
Voice acting's not that annoying either.
Knock,
Not
knock.
bad.
Here's a
I'm
little gift from
quite
me.
liking this.
There's
Yeah,
a gift
nice
in
to-
the pen. We'll use that soundbite.
I can't remember if they're a Japanese company or Chinese,
That
but
gift must
either way,
be
it's
a
still.
real banger.
Whoa. I'll do it.
Yeah. But it's actually,
you know.
yeah. But like you were saying, it is one of those things where when you do a realistic setting with cell shaded characters, it can be very kind of disoriented. But this they seem to have balanced it quite well.
Right.
So
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Can't lie. Can't argue with that. Certainly interesting, more interesting than most of the things I saw in that other trailer.
Right, exactly.
Definitely.
It's probably Chinese, to be honest.
Yeah.
It'll be like the GTA version of Genshin Impact or something like that. There you go. All right, that is all the stuff I had for today, except for a couple of things which aren't even really stories. One is that Elder Scrolls 6 may have a target release date of late 2027. Fucking hell. So that would be literally 16 years in between games.
Valid point that Valkyrie mentioned to me that I just want. The game that she sent to me with the waifus has a jiggle physics button. Yeah,
I read it. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
And, the other one is that Microsoft is increasing the prices of its consoles
again
by $20 up to $50 as you go up the tiers of the various models of the Xbox that they sell. While at the same time, a Steam Deck is apparently dropping the 256 gigabyte model from $399 to $319.
Yep.
So there is your news. I've never found time to get those into as full topics, but I just wanted to make people aware. Steam Deck is going down, Xbox is going up.
Yeah, which at this point in time, you could quite literally buy a Steam Deck at the reduced price, get a 1 terabyte SSD, and it would still just be at what it would have been full price. And they don't even and the LCD models, they only do the 64, 256, and the 512 size. So you can quite honestly make their low end tier a very capable mid-range system that works for a wide variety of games. My Steam Deck, other than the bulging battery, has not had any issues. And I now understand even too that the bulging battery is
bulging battery. That sounds like a wrestling name.
Right. But even that was because the dock that I use is made of milled aluminum, and I've had my Steam Deck on effectively for 8 months. So rather than being a heat sink, it became more of a heat insulator. So, but Steam Deck, solid purchase.
Cool. All right. Nice to know.
Yeah.
James Hoppers jumped in for $10.62 to bring us to an even 50. I see what you did there.
Money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat, money.
As salty as the sea, calling us code names, SJW screaming, but it's money they blame, burning with envy, they're falling flat, they can't handle the sound of a super chat.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Says he is playing Pal World. The server is ready to play. If you're interested, DM Will so I can get a count. FYI, if you get or have a friend named Rails of Steel, it's Kira.
Good to know.
Watch out for Light Yagami in the chat, everybody. You never know. Yeah, never know. I think I do, actually. I'm pretty sure I have a member called Rails of Steel. So thank you for letting us know about that. Yeah, it's pathetic. It's fucking pathetic. This person just I don't understand like the mentality of to be so pathetic that you would actually stalk people that you claim to hate and create all these fucking accounts just to like you've got to have no life whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's bonkers. I wouldn't even dream of doing that to the people who hate me. I wouldn't bother. Just got better things to do, you know. Kira, go start a family or something. Fuck's sake.
Right. Yeah. Given the amount of money that you've spent buying your way in to try to beguile people and earn their confidence, invest in yourself.
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic, isn't it? Pretty pathetic. Yeah. But there you go, I guess. Anyway, nice to know. Thank you. What'd you say?
Yes, I have heard that name as well. I've definitely seen it somewhere, whether it was in chat or on Discord or something.
Okay, yeah, I've definitely
Discussing's chat. Yeah, well done, B-Man.
Disgusting. Yeah, he'll be getting it now. Fucking retarded. He's not even involved. Like, whatever. Anyway, Danger Island asks, when's the next Jackbox stream in 25 memberships?
Yeah.
Whenever that is. Don't know when that will be. Can't really grift any harder than I grifted today.
Yeah. if you want to tag in Toasty for it to be today, because Rhoda is getting ready to head out the door for work.
Yeah, we have to wrap up pretty soon.
Yeah.
We definitely have to wrap up the stream soon, unless we get 25 memberships, basically.
Yeah.
So unless that happens in like the next 5 minutes, we're basically not doing it today. It might be tomorrow. I'm streaming tomorrow, same time again, or Saturday, depending on when and if we get the 25 memberships. In the meantime, James Up is here for $2 and says that's the Steam name, not YouTube name. Oh, okay. Right. I've definitely that's not the first time I've seen that written, so I don't know. Yeah. But I'll check it out. I will, of course, as always. Just make sure that I keep clean of any maniacs. You know, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate you've got to do this kind of stuff. But there you go. Anyway, thank you very much for that. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you indeed, and thank you to everybody else who's been checking this show out. Like I said, unless we get 25 memberships in the next 5 minutes, we're done. So, Rhoda, what's up with you?
Well, I'm off to work in a bit, but yeah, I mean, I'll be in chat tomorrow when you do Hyperdrive time, and obviously I'll see you guys on Sunday, and then my usual week.
Series 4.
Hopefully we'll have a jackpot stream somewhere in between those, and then my usual, just hopefully be able to pick up the Mario playthrough again, which I haven't been able to do for various reasons, and then obviously continue with the Tomb Raider and continue working on some music videos, and just hang around with everyone as much as I can. So so very much, I always appreciate it. Love hanging with you guys, and
it was a pleasure, mate.
I'm going to have something to eat and go to work.
Fun.
Indeed.
John Boy.
It is Thursday, so tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing a stream with Toasty, as we do throughout the week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, unless unforeseen circumstances force us to reschedule. Otherwise, I'll be back here again with you guys for Time in Red Dwarf in Space on Sunday. And we'll be covering the last bit of season 4 at the same standard time. We do all these on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And then in between those two appearances, I will be over on Honey Badger Arcade's channel for the Week in Culture at 11 a.m. Eastern on Saturday morning. So if we do end up doing a Jackbox stream on Saturday, I probably will only be able to be there for a part of it. But
never know, it might be tomorrow. As soon as we get 25 subs, that's it, basically.
Yeah, but if it's tomorrow, much like last Friday, I will,
Although we did do exceptionally well at the start of the week. That was a good point. We did say we might do a bonus one anyway. So maybe we will do it on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then another one when this bar is filled. Okay.
But yeah, with all that said, though, greatly appreciate everybody who spent time with us today in the chat, and all the kind gifts and everything like that also came through. Always fun time hanging out with you two lads as well. And with that said, though, safe travels ahead. Y'all have a wonderful week going forward. Of course, be awesome as always.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find some time to do it on Saturday. But I'm not sure. We'll see. I can definitely push it to the wife if when the bar fills, because I can go, look at this, look. Yeah. Have to do it.
If you're willing to go a little bit later on Saturday, I will be finished up here at we start at 11 a.m. Eastern, and we go for about 2 hours, so I'll be done by 1 p.m. Eastern.
We'll see what sort of sleeping schedule I'm on at the time. Sometimes I'm up very late anyway, and end up napping with my daughters.
Right.
We'll see. Depends. It's different every week. There's no scheduling at this particular stage because I've got a 3-month-old and a 15-month-old. Yeah. So it's tough, One's starting to talk and running and climbing and stuff now. So, and the other one is, we were trying desperately to get Princess One to start talking because she's really not. And I feel like a lot of the blame for that is on us for giving her too much TV time.
Right.
And possibly slowing down that process. So I've been hard at work carrying her around and like trying to incentivize her to learn to say basic words like mama, dada, etc. But she's doing quite well at actually.
Good.
She says it now occasionally. So we'll get there. And but as I say, it's really their schedule dictates my schedule. The only time I'm ever able to put my foot down is to do these shows, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. But there we are. Anyway, I want to say thank you very much to Smegheads for the 2 memberships. Dramatica Law, Sardok, James Op, Jeremiah Norris, newcomer. And thank you for that. Appreciate you. Hope to see you again. Sardok, Paul Thomas Ashworth, James Op, Toasty. Thanks for the effort, Toasty. Appreciate you. Don't feel bad.
Indeed. It's valiant effort.
Sturgeon, and of course, James Op again. And James Op again. Thank you very much, guys. You are awesome. I appreciate you all. And I'll be back tomorrow night, same time, with Hyperdrive Time. Bunch more news and various other things that are going on. And maybe even a reaction to the Erica speech at the memorial, because I haven't done that yet, and I need to find the time to do it. So yeah, that's it. Till then, thank you very much for checking this episode of WTF out, and we will be back on Sunday to review Red Dwarf. As everyone has already said, I'm just repeating the same stuff everyone else has said, so I'll just say tatty bye. Take care, smoke your hair, peace in the Middle East, you know, all that stuff. See you in hell, and all the best. Bye-bye.